Achieving success is often related to hard work and sacrifices. For some players, this has come easy. For others, it was either a struggle or required consistency and dedication. There are many factors which have contributed to this prestigious moment. One that immediately stands out is motivation. One of the best ways to stay motivated is by getting inspired by other people who reached this level and who managed to accomplish great things in the RFL. A proud tradition, 6 years of prestige and legacy, where induction is exclusive. Ultimately, it's the chance to become legendary. The chance to carve your own pathway to greatness and contend for the greatest accomplishments in franchise history. The stage is set. The time is now. The ups and downs, the highs and lows have all made you who you are and what you are. How will you build upon what has gotten you here? It is now time to see your value and show and prove at the next level. Do you have what it takes to succeed, to be great, to become legendary in one of the largest stages in simulation sports? The RFL Draft is here. Where will your legacy begin?
With the first pick in the RFL Draft. What's good, Relocation Football League fans? The time has finally come. It's the RFL Draft. You guys literally have almost waited a year for this moment to finally be a part of the RFL. Of course, we already know, for some, you won't be able to make it. Maybe you could test things out in free agency, but hey, have hope, have hope. I'm here with Rob, Roby, and Bill, as always, for this draft. And like I said, we are here in New York City, the city that's so nice had to get named twice. And we also got another surprise for you guys. But before we say that, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. So here's the big surprise. We live.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh, what's good,
we
guys?
Live. First time ever we make a face appearance. And so, of course, you can see the name right here. You got it on the screen. I'm Commissioner Smitty here at the RFL. All of us, of course, the RFL. Got Rob Roby there at the bottom, head coach of the Chicago Cougars.
You already
and
know,
then we
man.
got Coach Nicholson on the left side of me. How you guys doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I can't wait.
I want to know how you guys
doing awesome.
How you guys feeling about tonight? Just let me know, brief description, how you guys are feeling tonight. And chat, let me know in the chat how you guys feeling tonight, man.
Man, it's been a long road to get to this point for all of these prospects, for us coaches. I just can't wait to see, the future of the RFL coming into play here tonight, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, man, it's been a long season, man. We call a lot of games, man, and we saw a lot of work out of a lot of guys, and we saw minimal work out of a lot of guys. But hey, it's 7 rounds, man, 7 rounds, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's who and what's what.
So you guys already know, day one of the RFL, as always. I want to give a shout out to Coach Baker in the chat. I'm going to be looking this way. Sometimes you guys will see my head turn this direction. That's because I got the chat on this side. Usually have the phone and stuff right in front of me. But of course, you guys don't see that. It's the first time you guys see my face live. But, yeah, so I'll have the chat here on the side when you guys see me go over there. And, like, today is so special because this is probably one of the biggest draft classes, notoriety-wise, in terms of the community that we've ever had here in the league. A lot of big players, even players that we know didn't have the greatest of seasons, even got, their name put out there. So, I mean, this is just a great moment for you guys. And so with that being said, we don't want to hold the draft up too long. You guys already know it's time to explain.
We want to hold it up. We want to hold it up a little longer. Let's hold it up a little longer, because I don't know who's out here at number one.
Yo,
man.
we got a lot of Donies though, straight out of the draft.
I
want
see
to
another
say
100 out of what do we call them?
Hey,
Cash Money Cam?
We not picking till y'all put 1,000 in the chat. Yeah, we not picking till they put 1,000, a stack in the chat.
Just stack it. I should have brought my band of money out. I'm broke right now.
Oh,
but
man.
Anyway, hey, so let me go ahead and
Real
explain
good.
how this draft's going to work. I even got on the field, on the camera view graphics for you guys. So I'll press that right now. I spent weeks working on this stuff. You guys already know it's working ahead of time. We always testing things out. So here we go. You guys will see first team up the draft. You can see it here on the right side. It's the Columbus Explorers. Crazy. These guys even got this pick right now.
Right.
But they're going to have the number 1 pick. Let me know in the chat you guys got one in. You can see also on the left side right here, I have the round and the pick. It's kind of dope because that's like I'm looking right at it with the camera. That's dope. But anyway, I can change those, of course, round 1, round 2. You guys can see that changing on the screen. And then for the picks, because I got so many hotkeys, like the pick numbers are even like, sometimes you'll see another team that's not picking pop up, but I'll quickly turn it off. So this is pick 1 and then pick 2. So that's how I would rotate through the picks there for you guys. So just explaining how that's going to go. Let me turn this on. All right, so now that we got that out the way, you guys know that's going to change as the teams are up picking and everything like that. The other thing that I have for you guys is, of course, the sounds. So we have, of course, the draft sound. Can't have a draft without this sound right here, man. Can't have that. And matter of fact, let me turn off the music because we're already here, man. Ain't no point of having a hype up. That already was turned us up to get in here. But we have the draft sound, like I said. You guys can see that again. Now hear that again. We're also going to have, for some players, some highlights playing. Now, me and Lito was working heavy, trying to get highlights for as many players as we can. The reason I had to delay it is because there was so many highlights I had to put in at the last minute while I was working on everything else that I literally could not put. Some players that should have highlights just could not put it in there, but I believe I touched on players that I think will be taken in the first round. And I know you guys talk about me and offensive linemen, but There ain't no highlights for the offensive lineman.
Oh no!
Hey, I just couldn't make a high. We had to
Ain't
find
no highlight.
tapes. We had to find
Get
tapes
it.
for everybody else, man. The
Tell me
last
you
ones
guys
on the
know
list, we couldn't put
Dakota.
no highlight tapes and no linemen
Yeah.
on here, man. I'm sorry, but you guys know who
3-point
ball.
stance and block. That's what
Yeah,
you need to do.
that's it. Right? You just seen a whole lot of blocking. That's about it. So,
Whole bunch of belly meat and all the
Tell
shots.
me,
Yeah,
tell
that's
me,
it.
you at least got the kickers.
nah.
Ah.
Kickers,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
kickers ain't.
All right,
Yeah,
Floater.
I don't got the bell because I got so many other things. But we, yeah, RIP to those guys. And so we got the sounds. Just make sure I go through everything else. And oh yeah, as this bell plays, the sound, the RFL draft sound plays. I also have this, and this will play with this, so you guys will know when the pick is in of who's picking when you see this screen. So when the player comes out, so when that's into me, I will receive a message through Discord. So the coaches, once they let me know what player they want in Discord, I will go ahead and put this up there, and then, you know what I mean, we can proceed to talk a little bit, and then that will take us right into, you know, the draft pick. So let me go ahead and bring us back. So yeah, it should be much faster than last time. I know the introduction is kind of lengthy, but I want to make sure that I get everything out there for you guys so you can know exactly what's going to be going on during the draft. I appreciate all you guys here. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the RFL, because this is about to be a dope draft. And honestly, without further ado, let's get this draft
Get
on the
into
road.
it.
Columbus Explorers on the board. And
Oh,
what we're going to
boy.
do is Bill's going to step away since he's on here. He's the coach of the Explorers here. He's going to step away, and
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be me and Rob that's going to talk
Yeah.
about who we think he's going to take, which I'm pretty sure everyone just about has had speculation of who this guy's going to be.
You want me to step away or to be?
Yeah, step away for a moment, just so we can talk, just for each team, give a little bit of moment. Don't want to come
All right.
out with hot fire off the gate.
All
But,
right, Bill by for a couple minutes.
Yeah, so just for a few seconds there. So I think everybody thinks already and already knows this guy. He's talking all this craziness about Latavian Worrell, right? So I mean, why not get Daryl Johnson? DJ's got to be the selection here, the first overall pick. And what it will be crazy is if Daryl Johnson is selected, he would actually be the first RFL quarterback to be picked first overall in the league.
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to be a tremendous thing just for DJ. And, you know, respect to the character. You know, we care about the character storylines and everything here in the RFL. So respect to the character, even though he's a generic player. Hey, he's still got a storyline. Respect every single player here. But the big thing, man, is this is a total. If this is the pick here, if he takes DJ, this is a total upgrade, I would say, for the Explorers here. This team just got dangerous. Let me tell you something about this team. Worwell was out half the season for whatever, with the injury. They brought in Cunningham, they brought in Bradley, and these guys still amassed 4,000 passing yards on the season. They were seventh in the ARC and the NRC in passing yards without their starting quarterback. I cannot even imagine what's going to happen when they get Daryl Johnson in the situation, man. And you know, and I'm telling you, Bill, he struggled. They struggled a little bit with passing touchdowns as well. They only had like 21 touchdowns or whatever it was, passing touchdowns. Not going to be a problem, I don't think. You know, if they take Daryl Johnson, I just think this would be an amazing pick here, and I see why the Explorers, you know, aggressively moved up the ranks to get the guy that they wanted.
Well, we already know. Well, Bill's already here. He already got his selection made, so let's go ahead and play that. The pick is in #1 overall. What I'm going to do is I got to, okay, there we go. I'll bring that back so you guys can see, can talk while I'm fixing these. I got to pick up the next pick is in, so you guys can go ahead.
So who you taking, Bill?
You gotta make sure I unmute myself. My bad.
Yeah,
I guess you're gonna have to wait and find out, man. You know.
Yeah, gotta wait. Yeah. Let's see. I heard you wanted the lineman, man. I heard you been complaining. You said you didn't like how Big Boy was running, and so
I've
maybe
had a lot of people speculating at this, and you know, we made some tough decisions to come up this way. We made a lot of moves, a lot more than I usually do, and I really came up here to get the guy that I wanted, and I never thought I would get up here. You know, obviously when you're one game out of the Relocation Bowl, coming off of a season where you were in the Reload Bowl, you're not usually up front here, but the pieces fell, and I had a chance to go and strike, so I had to just go and do it, and I think it's going to be a great pick for the team, and I can't wait to see this card here.
Well,
yeah, I'm excited for you.
It's time to make the announcement, guys. You guys ready for this? Chat, you ready for this?
Boy, you're ready for this one, man.
With the first pick in the RFL Draft, the Columbus Explorers selects Daryl Johnson, quarterback out of Oklahoma, 78 overall, superstar development. And for the surprise of our coaches, we have it where I list most of the key attributes, but the coaches really won't know every last detail about the player until the player comes out, until they actually get him in the file. We are not actually doing the draft in the file. We're doing it outside the file. And so these guys will learn more about their guys when they actually get to see him in the game. But he will be a 78 overall. You can see 93 throwing power and 93 speed. One of the fastest guys in the college series. We saw, especially at the quarterback position, guy ran a 4.45. And I did a little pro day, did another thing with him too, and the guy actually came out and ran a 4.42 on his pro day, I guess I could say there. 92 acceleration. He also has 92 juke move and change of direction, and his highest throw accuracy is throw short with an 84 solid coming out the gate as a 78 overall. And let's go ahead and run these highlights, man. So Daryl Johnson, this will be the only one with this tape because I took that from Lito Loso's highlight tape that they made of him. But if you guys did not see Daryl Johnson's highlight tape, this guy was an absolute beast. I mean, his ability to be able to escape and create plays with his legs. Not only that, the ability to throw the football, but just second to none in the league. And just going to be very interesting to see what he does there with the Columbus Explorers.
Yeah, don't blink, man. Just don't blink. This he's behind you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. This guy is insane.
So you go ahead, Bill.
Talk about, man, I'm just saying, like, right, look, we came up to 12, and we had a couple of guys, and I had a chance to move up, and when you guys know, man, you guys have been here for the podcast, you've been watching the games. There's just times where things just do not go our way, and you can blame it on whatever you want, but I just feel that there is something missing from this offense, and I saw an opportunity for us to go and get the one guy that I think could potentially change that, and you can't lie with the tape. You can't lie with the ratings. He's electric, and he's going to come in already at a 78 superstar dev, as you saw from the graphic. This kid's got a high ceiling, and even if Worrell is the guy for the next year or two, DJ is right there. He's young, he's ready, and Worrell is going to be getting older. So this is the one pick that we never thought we'd be able to make, given the talent on our team. So we had the opportunity to strike gold for our future, and we had to pull the trigger.
You go ahead, Bill, Rob.
Yeah, man. Again, just an amazing pick. I'm just sitting here like, wow. This is like the equivalent, man, of like the old Rocky movies, man. We got the Dolph Lundgren guy, you know what I mean? And and it's like, man, this guy's gonna be insane. He's gonna be tough. This kid here, you're seeing on the screen here, just watching him in the games. Obviously, you guys can see the highlights here. This guy is fast. When I said don't blink, I mean it. Don't blink. This guy's out. He has very good ball carry vision, ball vision, obviously, and he's just an ultimate, quarterback. Obviously a dual threat, and just very, very dangerous. And what I like about him the most is that not only can he run and skate the pocket and get upfield fast and hit holes, but he can also throw on the run. And I think that's going to make him a very, very dangerous quarterback here in the RFL.
And the guy's highlight tape is so long, I mean, no point of us even extending the conversation. Yeah. You guys are seeing this tape. I mean, this guy was just absolutely incredible in the college series. If you guys really want to see everything he did in the college series, hit up Lito. He's got the whole highlight tape. I think that's probably the hardest highlight tape I think any player has ever had in the RFL. Yep. Make sure to check that out. But that being said, we're going to be moving on to pick number 2. So let me go ahead and bring that up. There we go. And that will be Bulldogs. Up next. So they are now on the board. I'm going to work on some things here so you guys can speculate. What do you guys think who do you guys think that the Bulldogs are going to take here at pick number 2?
There's a lot of choices on this board, obviously, with only one guy being gone. But I feel like the Bulldogs have done one thing this year, and that's really tried to change that defense and get that defense playing the way he wants it to play. They went and they got Duke Pascal. They got they already drafted Drew Brewer last year. They drafted Shaq Tiller last year. They have a lot of playmakers there, and there's one guy to me that stands out the most when it comes to who to take here, and that's got to be Jermaine Taylor, the D tackle out of Georgia. I don't see any other pick here that's as a home run hitter right now, and not that there's not other players that are talented and worth it, but given the team and the needs, I think this is the best pick for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I totally agree. The Bulldogs, man, their defense is starting to really pick up, man. It really took, I don't want to talk about the behind the scenes stuff, man, but this guy has been a lot worried, really worried about his team. And it's funny because on the outside looking in, we're like, what are you talking about? Just do this, do that. And he's finally getting it, right? He's finally making moves. He made a whole bunch of moves. Sorry, guys, it might have been my fault. I might have lit a fire under Reed, man. I kind of challenged him a little bit a few weeks ago. And man, oh man, did he take the bait? And that guy, hey, I hate to use catfish for a Bulldog, but man, did he go out biting, right? got him some players, and he's about. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he gets this guy here, JT, man, these Bulldogs, man, this is not a junkyard dog, a dog pound you want to enter into, man. So I'm telling you right now, because he's already got. Doesn't he have Brodine?
Yeah, he got Jack Brodine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got Brodine.
Just landed the linebacker Duke Pascal. Drafted
Duke Pascal.
Drew Brewer, first overall pick last year.
Yep. So defense looking to turn up, man.
Yeah, and this is a
Bulldogs
team that hasn't been to the postseason since the first ever season in the RFL, and they won the championship in the first season with a huge upset over the Celtic Tigers in a blowout, 37-12. And so, Reed, ever since being here, he always said he wanted to take this team to that next level, to be able to at least get back to the postseason. Last season was, of course, a rough season. You see how it ended up. But towards the end of the season, you really started to see the team put things together and show that what they are capable of. With these new pieces, I think it's going to be a very dangerous team. But with that being said, hey, pick is in, man.
Pick is
Bulldogs,
in.
They got their pick in. And I'm going to go ahead and set everything up here.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Like you said it, man. We had a group discussion, in the chat.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this was like reactionary off of that or if this was like just waiting in the wings already. But man, he came out swinging in the offseason.
Yeah.
You always got to anoint a team the off-season champs. And
Right.
I mean, I don't know if there's another team that you can put up there for what kind of talent they brought in and the type of moves they made. While still holding on to their draft capital as you can with what the Bulldogs have done.
Yeah, and what I like is that he's, sometimes you can have a mountain, right, but it may feel like a molehill. And what he's done is he's shifted some things around on his defense and on his offense a little bit, which allowed him to get out of salary cap issues. And then it allowed him to actually take players and turn those players into things that he could use to help himself in the draft. And I think that he's really done a really great job with setting himself up here, and so I'm just curious to see who he gets, man. You could have anybody in the draft, man. Number 2, there's a lot of guys out there. I'm curious to see who he's going to go with.
Well, it's time for that announcement to be made. And so, with the second pick in the RFL Draft, the London Bulldogs selects. Wrong take here. That says highlights. This is supposed to be Jermaine Taylor. We got something else showing up here.
Oh, good. We're not the RFL without at least one of these things happening once in a while.
It's got to happen at least once. But it's Jermaine Taylor. Let's do another cheer again. Jermaine Taylor, 80 overall defensive tackle. You saw this guy's combine. You saw what he was able to do. Guy had 30 sacks in the season. This guy was unstoppable, an unstoppable force up front. 6'3", 200 is an understatement. 320 pounds, 95 strength coming in out as a rookie. He's got 88 power moves and hit power. So those are the keys that can have. I wish I could have added more, but there were some graphics where I decided to put extra in it. But I only had 3 here for Jermaine Taylor. But you guys will find out, of course, soon enough what he brings to the table with the London Bulldogs when he posts out more information about him. Let's go ahead and play some tape while it goes on. You guys can go ahead and talk about it.
Man, I knew this guy was going to be good. And I honestly, even with me picking ahead, I knew this guy was probably the best player in the draft because he just was that dominant last year for Georgia. You cannot have what Georgia did last year without this guy. There's just no way. He was a force to be reckoned with. He wiped the floor with every actual pass rusher in the series from the D tackle position. And with the pieces that the Bulldogs have put in place, to add him next to last year's star child of the draft, that's just too good to pass up. I think it's a home run pick. I think it's the right pick. And this defense is 10 times better now because of the moves this offseason and now this pick here.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just obvious you can't leave a Bulldog out there stranded, man. You know, so it's obvious that he was going to take Jermaine Taylor here. This is just a wonderful pick here, and I just can't get over how ferocious this defense is starting to look here. And I know it's premature, but at the same time, I'm going to still say it. This defense is starting to enter into the realm of the Thunderbird discussion when you're talking about defensive line and solid defense. And the reason I say that is because you have to look at what they have acquired in a very short amount of time and the age of this defense and where they're going to be able to go. Don't forget, we haven't mentioned this guy. They got Shane Masters over the top, over the middle linebacker area. That guy's only 22 years old. And he's a beast. And then the rest of their linebackers are very, very fast. They got Brewer out there. He's working on his calisthenics, trying to get his stamina up and everything. But they got Brodine. They got Taylor, on the line there. I mean, this is looking really, really insane. Man, hey man, you got to be a little worried about the Bulldogs when you play them. That's all I'm gonna say about that, man.
Yeah, Bulldogs definitely just got themselves a cornerstone piece of this defense now. Just talk about all those pieces. Let me ask this question though. You saw Drew Brewer his first season, and he did get injured and everything. Only managed to get 1 sack. Do you think it's going to be a lot different here with Drew Brewer, with Jermaine Taylor?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Bill. Did you want to go?
I was just I'm probably gonna agree with what you're saying, man. I think yes. I think that the Bulldogs, I said it. They needed some help, and they did about 2 to 3 off seasons worth of getting help for that defense in one off season. So, not one player can always do it all. And even though I said Taylor was a huge part of the Georgia Bulldogs, he was not the only one doing stuff on defense. It takes a unit. And I think that him coming to the team is going to allow Brewer, along with all the other players they've added, to really shine and get the right situation for them. So I fully agree that this is a pick that'll put him over the edge.
Not only that,
okay,
I forgot you didn't go. Yeah, go ahead. I'll go after you.
What I was going to say, though, man, is like the analogy here, guys, and the guys like the analogies, man. Look, this is just like taking a bite out of a Subway sandwich, right? And then all of a sudden, it explodes on the sides and everything, right? You go ahead and put JT in the middle there. You got Brodine in the middle there. And now all of a sudden, that's going to allow those ends, right? Now those ends are going to be able to get on the outside here because they've, basically come into the middle of the line and have destroyed the middle of the line now. And they've pushed guys back, creating all type of havoc against the quarterback. And that just allows the defensive ends now to have a chance to get around there, and cover the outsides. And I think that a guy like JT is going to make a guy like Drew Brewer very, very much of a success and everything here in London.
And that's exactly kind of what I was going to talk about there. So, yeah, perfect. No more words needing to be said there. But we go ahead and this up now. So that's it. So pick number 2 is in the books. Let's go ahead and bring in pick number 3, which will be the Sacramento Condors. So let's go ahead and put them up. You can see them there at the top left side. So pick number 3 is in. For this pick, I make the selections for the CPU teams, and since I do, I will step away and I'll let these guys speculate as I set things up.
Rob, this is pretty much where it gets, I think, interesting for the first time, because you can have a number of picks here that I think would work for the Condors because of all the holes they have. Man, there's obviously this defense is low. The defensive side of the ball is loaded in this draft, so you have to assume that they might go there because obviously that was their glaring need last year and really the last couple of years. Where do you think that they might go here?
It's been very interesting to watch the Condors. I'm not gonna say that I'm not sold on their wide receiver core. I really like their wide receiver core. I just kind of think that they could use another weapon, man. I know they got Carrot Jagger out there, and they got the Keith Guyton, or not Keith Guyton, Kevin Guyton.
Kevin Guyton,
yeah. But he's 27. He had a pretty good season. And they've got Edabali out there. They got some aging guys, Roundtree, and I think they got a youngster out there, man. I can't remember his name. Dean.
Yep.
Dean. And so I was kind of thinking that, will they go wide receiver, or is that okay right now? Is it okay to go with an average, wide receiver core? And then I started thinking, like, one of the biggest things that we've seen out of the Condors has been issues on the defense, and we saw how difficult it was for them, to really stop teams from scoring. And so it would be interesting to see who they decide to go with here. Obviously, the defensive line, man, I had to use the word pitiful, but it is what it is. The defensive line is just not good. It's not a good defensive line. They've got some youngsters on the edges, I believe, and I can't remember the linebackers off the top, but I know that they need some help badly, because we saw how badly Ray Franklin was getting underneath to make tackles that linebackers should be making, right? And he's got to come in there, and he's what happened with Ray Franklin a whole lot this season, but yeah, man. So yeah, they got to get somebody right now on defense. I believe. I just don't know who it is. Okay.
Yeah, well, he changes that, man. I think as long as they go anything on defense, I think it's a win for them. The only spot they don't take is the spot that Ray Franklin plays. They need to get that boy some help, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man.
He's back to help me.
I'm telling you, man. And they're not bad on the edges either. I mean, they got Spencer Garland out there. He's a little bit older, but he's average. They are kind of hurting at the cornerback position a little bit as well. So it'll just be interesting to see who they decide to take.
Oh, Smitty says you're muted. You mute yourself?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm muted. I'm going to remember to do that from here on out. I was talking that whole time. But anyway, with the third pick in the RFL Draft, the Sacramento Condors selects Jacob Reed, linebacker out of Baylor. 79 overall, 89 hit power, superstar dev, 86 speed, and 84 tackling. This guy was an absolute cannon out of college.
It makes sense.
And it's unfortunate for Coach Reed. He couldn't draft his own guy, but I told him before he did it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I didn't think this guy was going to be that beast mode, but I'm trying to play the highlights here real fast. Okay,
I knew he was going to be beast.
Yeah, this guy was just an absolute beast. This guy, so many tackles, so many forced fumbles, so many tackles for loss. I mean, he was just everywhere. He was the anchor to that Baylor's defense. And not only that, this is exactly like what you guys were talking about that the Condors need. They need somebody with the struggles came from, was at the D-line. They were, man, like Rob said, the linebackers. There were just so many times where the running backs and players got to the third level, which didn't help out Ray at all. And this is going to be somebody who's going to really start that shift and making this defense great.
Yeah, man, I like I said before, anything on defense helps, but I think this was the number one pick they were going to go. You could argue here that maybe a guy like Lito or Eves could go here just to, help the secondary, but they needed help on the front seven so bad, man. And there's nobody better. You can't argue with the fact that Reed is the number one linebacker. And with the number one D lineman off the board, you have the number one linebacker there. You got to go him in this situation. I think it's a home run pick for the Condors.
Yeah, and they could have gone cornerback, like you said. and it's no shade to any of the cornerbacks that are available right now. It's just that Reed Jr. was just a totally different monster, definitely a field general linebacker, and this is actually the equivalent of, look at that hit right there. This is the equivalent basically of, you know, a offense taking a quarterback, right? This Reed controls the field. We saw him play. We saw him being able to not only cover the zone very, very well in man-to-man situations. We saw this guy dropping back with wide receivers in the slot, keeping up with them, manning them up in short yardage situations down the field, 15 yards. He also can hit the gaps. He's very smart, doesn't over-pursue. And as you can see here, he's absolutely devastating in the open field. And so this is just a great pick right here. This is just the equivalent of just getting your big Urlacher, man. You know what I mean? And having him just be the anchor of this defense here. Boy, oh boy, Reed and Ray on the same team. Oh my.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. And looking at the Condors roster, formerly starting at middle linebacker was Jericho McBride. He's 22 years old, 76 overall. You see Reed already coming in 79, a higher overall with superstar dev, so he will be taking over that role. But it looks like the Condors defense might be on the up and up with this move, because now that adds plenty of youth at the linebacker position for them that's going to grow over time. And, you know, time is kind of ticking for Chase McCoy there, the offense there. Maybe Reed can change the culture and make this defense already be ready to go by next year. We already know they're going to have some flaws. Got a lot of things they got to plug in and fill with the rest of this draft, but definitely a great first pick right here for them.
Yeah. Huge pick, man. I love it. I had a feeling this was exactly going to be the pick that ended up happening, but you know, seeing how, and that overall does him justice, you know, because he was the heart and soul of that Baylor defense. You couldn't go a single drive without hearing his name get called.
Yeah, so that's going to be it for pick number 3. Moving on to pick number 4, it is the Tigers. Let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. The Tigers on the board. Got a lot of Tigers here. And the Tigers. There we go. So the Chicago Tigers once again picking for a CPU team. The Chicago Tigers do not have a coach, so I will step away and let you guys speculate who you guys think the Chicago Tigers are going to take. Let us know in the chat who you guys think Chicago will take here with pick number 4. I'll be right back.
This is the first pick where we could see offense go here, man. Like, aside from, you know, since we got past my pick first, we heard it, man. Smitty and a lot of guys are not big fans of what Billy Johnson was able to do last year at the quarterback position for this team. And this, I said it too, this was the worst or the worst team or the best team that you've ever seen, because they were always right there. They were always giving teams a hard time. They just could never finish the job. And a lot of that fell on the inconsistency of Billy Johnson. And, you know, the defense has been one of their strong units. So at this point, I almost feel like they got to go either offensive line or they go quarterback here and take who I think is the top guy in Kai Cash, or Jacob McCall, or you got Owen Jack. There's a lot of guys, Leo Moon, that could go here. I don't know which way you go here, man. Like, what do you think?
You know, I'm gonna go a little bit of a different way, Bill, man. You know, I understand the quarterback situation, and I know there's a lot of young quarterbacks right now who could come in and be ready, you know, maybe in a year or so to play for this team. Maybe even start immediately. You never know, depending. It is an AI controlled team, so we already know what's going to happen with that. It's going to be the best available player to start. I'm going to go out on a limb here, though, man. I know people aren't going to like it, man. So
pick this one already.
So Bryce Madden Nation and Heller Nation, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm not going to lie. I kind of would like to see these guys take a back, man. And I'm saying that because I think that the back could change the whole situation for this team. Not quarterbacks are not the only guys who can change franchises. I'm gonna let Smitty talk now.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting.
First, I gotta get back on the mic and show myself. But
right.
You unmuted this time?
Yeah, I'm unmuted this time. All right. So, make sure this is right. All right. So, with the 4th pick in the RFL Draft, the Chicago Tigers selects Kai Cash, quarterback from Georgia. 76 overall, star development, 97 throw power. We saw this guy's arm strength on full display. Was not afraid to take any shots down the field, and just a true gunslinger. And like you talked about with Billy Johnson, these guys, gave him a chance, but I think there's more of a future here with Kai Cash leading the charge. You can see 82 in throw, short, and deep accuracies. All 3 accuracies is an 82 coming out as a rookie with 81 play action. So that's all the attribute ratings that you guys can get. And we talked about the arm strength of this guy. Just look at the highlight tape of Kai Cash, man. Oh, let's I don't know why that's not adjusted, but here we go. The highlight tape of Kai Cash. I mean, this guy throwing straight bombs. What is you guys' thoughts on this pick?
Yo, let me be the first to say, man, this guy deserves a high pick. This was the one other guy that I think we were toying around with for picking if we were going to go when we knew we were going quarterback. And he brings all the tools that you want, man, and he's a great guy for the community. I think he's a perfect fit for the Tigers. I think this is what they needed to do, regardless of what the overall of Billy Johnson is right now. This guy was going to lead the Tigers out of the wasteland that they are stuck in right now. And, man, you can't say that he isn't the second best quarterback. I've been saying this for weeks. I thought it the whole way through. He led this team, regardless of how much help people say he had. He led this team to the national championship and to get that trophy, man, and it takes something to do that. And hats off to Kai for that. Good community guy.
Yeah, this is probably, I think, the smartest quarterback in the college series. Very intelligent, very patient, very accurate down the field, does not take chances that he just doesn't have. And you can just see him right now, just the passing lanes, creating, enough room for his wide receivers to be able to get up under the ball, make catches. I think that's what makes him really, really special. But I want to harp on, though, the fact that this guy rarely makes mistakes. I'm sorry I don't have the numbers on him as far as the interceptions ratio. But this kid here, we did not see him make too many mistakes at all last season. And he was always pretty much in the game. Even if the team was down, he was in the game. People are going to say, people always got to find something wrong with everything, man. You know what I mean? You got to say, oh, the oatmeal's too hot. Oh, the cereal's too cold. The ice cream is too sweet, right? But I'm going to tell you this, man. One thing about it, every coach in the RFL wants to have a guy who can come in and play around great players, because a lot of RFL teams have great players and quarterbacks who act like they don't have great players around them, right? And so this guy right here has shown and proved that he can play at the next level with great players. And I think this is what's going to make him an awesome fit here for Chicago.
You can just see by all these deep shots he's taking down the field, like I was saying, not afraid to shoot the ball down. And not only that, I think he took more deep shots down the field than any other quarterback, but he was also the most accurate down the field with that. Now, just because of that, the rating compared to other quarterbacks, it still doesn't mean you guys will learn more in detail about who's got the better accuracies and stuff, but I really feel like I did a great job of making sure that each individual player came in a true, realistic transition to how they should as a rookie coming in to the RFL. And, this guy, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see him build up there with the Tigers. Now we got Daryl Johnson and Kai Cash going at it twice a year in the NRC North. Kind of similar to how we got Marquise Washington and Geno Gannon just last year coming into the league and tearing things up, both making the postseason and getting, doing their thing out there. So what is you guys' thoughts just even on that?
Bro, I've been saying this for a little bit, man. Like, once I realized, who we were going with, I'm sitting here like, man, if the Tigers go quarterback, this NRC North is going to be crazy for the next how many years, man. We got, obviously we got LC3 and Ryan Brinker who've been here. We still got Worrell, but now we bring DJ in here, and now we got Kai Cash with the Tigers. Like, this whole division is loaded, ready to go for years to come at the quarterback position, and it's going to be really, really fun to see how this stuff plays out and watch all the teams go back and forth each year.
Yes, man, just a lot of crazy quarterbacks, man. Obviously DJ, just mentioned him, and the Barons trying to figure their situation out as well. They're no slouch out there in NRC North. You got the Thunderbirds and LC3, and there's a lot of stock and a lot of value in the NRC North, man. So I'm really liking this pick here. As far as the rivalry goes, that's just going to be amazing to see for years to come.
Yeah, so great pick right there for the Chicago Tigers. Next up on the board is the Wizards with the 5th overall pick. So let me go ahead and change that. And Wizards. There we go. Getting the hang of this thing now, man. Getting the hang of this thing. So, with the Wizards on the board. Now, we don't have a clock on here. That's one whole thing that just slipped my mind to give guys time. But I think that the first round we should be good, and if we need to add something, we'll do that later on. But, yeah, this is Coach Rummel's pick right now. So, who do you guys think that he's going to go with here as I adjust things here?
Man, this one's where things get a little hectic, right? Because this team had the 1st overall pick. They had the pick that I have now, that I had. They also had the pick the Bulldogs had at number 2. They decided to drop all the way down to 5 and hoping to still land their guy. And now, if that is the case, you have to wonder who is still left on this board that they could take that is somebody they felt would still be here, but is also worth the pick this high. And there's a few that come to mind. We have a couple of good DBs, Eves, Lito Loso and Xavier Eves. Sorry for the guys who don't know, I just do that. But, also you could, who knows, man, we could see a quarterback go again here. I mean, we saw the struggles that Agramonte had last year. We know the last year the issue was the offense. Or, Rob, like you said before with the Tigers, maybe a running back goes here. They did not bring back, who did they have? Mickens, right? That was who was there?
He's gone.
And now he went to the Condors. Mm-hmm. They don't really have a guy. They have Adam Jaron, who had great time playing at running back for them in the second down back and in through injury. But is he the bell cow guy? So, I mean, my guess is either quarterback, running back, or I would say a DB here.
Yeah, and I think Coach is really trying to build his defense. I can see what he's doing. He's got a pretty decent linebacker core. I can see he's trying to make some moves along the defensive line. Safety's pretty good. But I'm telling you, man, I just think the offense of the Wizards is a problem, man. And I think I would like to see them actually. I see the pick is in here. My last thought, I would like to personally see them attack a quarterback in this situation here. It would be nice to see a running back as well. But at the end of the day, I think that Coach is going to figure that out on his own. But I originally told you guys, I think that, this was when they had the number 1 pick, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DJ should be a Wizard. But unfortunately, Explorer swooped on in and took over. And so now DJ's off the board, JT's off the board, and now you got to change. You got to find somebody. That's going to be good. And so I hope that whoever they pick is going to be somebody who's going to hold them down, because otherwise, man, this will be a blown opportunity for the Wizards to have changed the look in the. I'm sorry, Smitty.
Oh, no, it's good. You're good.
In the top 5 picks, 10 really, but I'm gonna say 5. You gotta take the player who's gonna impact the franchise. It doesn't matter if you need him or not. You gotta take the guy, because that's the guy who's gonna actually set your whole franchise off into a whole different level. You know what I mean? Unless you're already set, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I just feel that the Wizards kind of blew the opportunity with getting DJ, man. Cash is off the board now, so the 2 guys, man, they gone, man. It's over. And we still got some other guys out there too. We got McCall and OJ out there, everybody out there, But if they got to go with somebody raw right now, somebody's going to change the game and at least sell some jerseys, and I'm gonna just be quiet from there, man.
Well, now it's time to figure out who that guy is going to be.
Yeah.
So
let's do it.
With the 5th pick in the RFL Draft, the Orlando Wizards selects Lito Loso, cornerback from Miami. 76 overall, 90 speed, 90 change of direction, and 80. And I remember this off the top of my head. He's got both 80s in man and zone coverage. So that is the selection here for the Wizards. So let's get those palm trees in the chat for those Miami boys. They already said they were smelling trees. But Paul, I didn't mean it in that way. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the highlights. Then let's go ahead and check Lito Loso out, man. And I don't know why.
Supremo.
I don't know why this is minimizing. I did adjust these, but now they're right.
Oh man, I mean, hey, you know, we said quarterback, we said running back. I did mention DBs, but I did feel the other two were probably a bigger need. I think here what you're going with is you're going with a guy who's going to be here. You're going with a guy who can help transition the defense, which has been the strength of the Marshals/Wizards since their inception into the RFL, into the next era, because they do have a lot of aging veterans on this team. So I think this is still a solid pick. His overall might not be the same as what some of the other guys picked ahead of him were, but as we all know with the Reload program, this guy has the ability to turn himself into an RFL star based on how much he's been around and how much he can help a team straight out of the gate. So I like the pick.
Hey, man, let me go ahead and get nines in the chat, man. 9th rounder, man. 9th round gang. Y'all already know how I feel, man, about this pick right here. I'm not hating, Coach. I'm not hating on you at all. I think Lito Loso is a great choice for your team. Don't get me wrong. This is a great pick. Lito Loso is going to be a star and a legend here in the RFL. Make no mistake about it. Love the guy. Wish I had him. But at the end of the day, I just feel personally that, it's going to take a lot more than Lito Loso to change the Wizards around. But Coach made his decision. His defense has gotten stronger. He's gotten a premier RFLer, a premier. We love Lito Loso, man. It is what it is, man. So great pick, Coach. Lito, congratulations, man. 9th round gang.
Wish we could get that emoji in the YouTube.
Yeah, I know it.
Hey, when we get more subs and everything, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like the RFL Draft video here. Of course, I feel like this has been the best draft we've had so far, especially with presentation and everything like that, especially with this draft class and everything coming in. But even talking more about Lito, forgot to give my spiel on like how I felt about him coming out of college. Man-to-man, this guy was solid. One thing that the Miami defense really struggled with, though, was zone defense last year. They just had a whole lot of gaps. Now, do I blame the cornerbacks all the way for that? I wouldn't say so. I just feel like the linebackers just were not that equipped to really to help them out in certain situations. It always seemed to just be broken, and they had their sides strapped up. But another thing is Lito Loso, you're looking at a few of these interceptions, but he only had one interception throughout the season. But there were so many breaks that you guys could see on these highlights that he had, or this guy honestly could have had at least about 6. There goes a drop pick right there.
Yeah. That's
another
defense.
one. Yeah, exactly.
Some old gloves, man. He had them old Walmart gloves, man. You got to get some Nike gloves. Now that you're in the RFL, you can afford the Nike gloves now, man. He had them old Walmart junks, You know how it is.
Not the Walmart.
But yeah, the Walmart.
The Walmart? But yeah, he had
I don't know if you guys remember this, man, but before the start of the college series, Lito Loso, this was still when he was not like Lito, the RFL community guy. He was still sort of new, and he said, man, I'm going to donate $25 every time I get a pick six.
Yeah. All we got was $25.
Well, I think it was a pick. All we got was one donation because this guy had it in the first game and nothing afterwards. I'm just playing, man. Lito had a great season. It doesn't always equal interceptions, and the corner position is definitely a spot where guys get overlooked because they don't have the flashy stats, but definitely a day one starter for any team in the league, I think, with cornerback. So good to see you.
Yeah, just don't bring up the Clemson game against Joey and Linton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm not even going to tell you guys the week. I'm pretty sure you guys already do the research on that. But still, it was a solid cornerback for the Miami Hurricanes. Helped them out a lot on their defense. But that's going to be it for pick number 5. Let's go ahead and move on to pick number 6.
Here's where it gets interesting.
All right. And pick number 6 is the Salt Lake City Pioneers. So that would be Wizards. They're out of there. All right, so another CPU team here. I'll step away. I'll leave it to, Roby and Nicholson. I don't know why it feels weird calling you guys by the last name.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on here. But to mix and build, let's just leave it like that. Your boy's tripping. But I'm going to be back. I'll see you guys.
Man.
Hey, man, this one, I thought I knew for a fact this team was going quarterback. But as we know, they went out and they go get Trey Allen, the former starting quarterback of the Sentinels, and now they're set at that position, man. And I really am not 100% sure where they go here.
Yeah, I'm not either, man. I'd kind of, you hate to say O-line in this kind of situation here. It might be a good idea for them to get just go ahead and get the best lineman, right now, especially with Tomlinson. Obviously going to need the protection for Allen. I think they picked up another lineman too, though, didn't they?
Man.
In the trade, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember if they picked up another lineman or not in a trade. I think the only trade that they really did for players, though, was the Trey Allen trade, if I remember correctly. I honestly am agreeing with you, though. I think here, man, offensive line is not flashy. We all know Smitty didn't even make highlights for the poor guys, but it's a huge need. You can't succeed without it. And if there's one area that they should target, I mean, you got your pick of them right here.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know as well is that the D line, the outside edges of the Pioneers, and also the linebacker core, man, they're pretty raw. They're pretty raw. It's possible that they go, with another guy here to do a little filler right now. I'm looking at the roster here, and I'm seeing Jeremy Collins on the outside. I see Dave Callahan here. They are pretty deep at end. Roland Kaiser, obviously, that's the main one, and AC Dentner out there. That's the veteran there. But then I'm looking at the DTs here, a little bit shallow on the interior of the D line here. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody like is it Forbes, George, the DTs out there, possibly. You never know, man. You really never know. They could be looking to fill that DT role there. Let me look at the linebacker core here. We got so Harvey Ishmael at the left outside, and then we got Paris Stallworth here at the middle, and where's Newhouser?
He's here. He's here.
Oh yeah, here he is. Yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah. So Newhouser's at the right outside linebacker core here. I think that the biggest thing here is going to be either DT or possibly cornerback. Possibly a cornerback.
Oh, here we go. We're about to find out. There you go, Smitty.
There you go. I muted myself. I'm back. Got my selection here. It's going to be an interesting one.
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
All right, so let's go ahead. Take that off. All right. All right, with the 6th pick in the RFL Draft, the Salt Lake City Pioneers selects Xavier Eves, cornerback from Texas. 77 overall, 96 speed, 88 change of direction, and just like Lito Loso as well, 80-man end zone, star dev. Reason why the Pioneers go cornerback here is because they're 2 starters, both 30 or older years, and they only got 4 cornerbacks on the roster. Offensive line looks tempting. Who knows? Maybe they do that with their 2nd pick. But the cornerbacks position, we already know how deep the RFL is with wide receivers. This is a position that I think that the Pioneers really needed to address first and foremost, especially with this type of talent being there. Xavier Eves, you see him being a slightly higher overall than Lito Loso was. He was a 76, he's a 77. This guy was a beast. Let's go ahead and get those highlights rolling for you guys. I mean, this guy was just all over the place. Great defense, tough to get separation away from. And I think this is going to fit right in with what the Salt Lake City Pioneers have been doing with their defense.
I like the pick, man. I had Eves and Loso as my 1 and 2, and depending on which day of the week it was or what your preference was, you could go either one as the number 1. But Eves, man, with that speed, that's a game changer. He's 6'3", 96 speed. Are you kidding me? I mean, that is a shutdown corner. That's a guy that can morph into, that guy who can sit out there on an island and shut down the number one target for any team you face, and it just makes this defense that much better. So I think it's a great pick.
Yeah, it's an amazing pick, man. I really like this pick for the Pioneers, and it's just good to just see them get younger now. That cornerback position has been a bit of an issue for them, obviously, and I think that Eves, man, look at that, man. Whoa, that's just shocked at that play right there. But yeah,
Johnson,
yeah. I know.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
your boy,
that's a great. He got a little dance on him too after that. You saw it? Yeah, hey, DJ.
I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, that was a real good pick here for the Pioneers. I like it a lot, man.
All right, so
Hey, real quick, guys, in the chat, is anybody still even remotely close in the pick'em bets? And don't worry about trying to edit your stuff, because I got the bot logs and know exactly when you edited. So if you edited after this draft started, you're automatically disqualified.
yeah, so we're gonna get you on that.
So I wanted to see if anybody is still even remotely close. And I wonder if anybody's perfect. I doubt that.
Doubt it. I'm pretty sure most guys got the first 3 picks right, though. I mean, just about everybody was saying Jermaine Taylor at 2, Daryl Johnson at 1. Well, we're up to pick 6, so I don't think guys. Where I saw guys kind of really fall off was with the Tigers pick. I don't think most guys was expecting Kai Cash to be taken there. And I think most guys already was going to be on point with Guido Loso at 5. And I don't think most guys. I seen some guys though say Xavier Eves. So who knows?
Well, rest in peace to Shamrocks at 10.
So yeah, that's going to be the selection right there. Pick number 7 on the board is the Bisons, another CPU team. Let me go ahead and get that.
Let me get over to this team's.
And I will be right back. Let me get the Bisons up here though.
Bisons. Oh man, this is an interesting team. I gotta switch over for this one, man.
I'm about to go over here and check this out here, man.
Yeah, I gotta check this one out because the Bisons just got pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Check this out, man. Let me come out of here, guys. Give me one moment, guys. I'm just logging over.
Because they go, obviously we know that Torres is now the guy.
Yeah.
He is going to be the guy there. And we know that they anointed the brand new franchise running back in Kadron Lust, the former Aviator. That's a huge move for this offense.
Huge.
And man, it sort of leaves you wondering where the heck they plan on going in this draft here.
Yeah. I saw what Coach Long was trying to do with the defense. I still think the defense is a little bit rickety. They're working on some things though. They got the right guys in place. But they're a little rickety here. Would be solid to go possibly defense here. But really, at this point for the Bisons, man, anything is going to really help this team out here. Obviously, with the running back situation, that's just really, really awesome there. They're obviously not going to go quarterback. Torres is the future here in Oklahoma City. And so it's going to be interesting just to see, where they go. Now, they are a little bit old at wide receiver, Bill. They do have Sam Ham. He's 28. I'm looking at Luke Chamberlain. He's 30. I'm looking at Antoine Davis. He's 33. Wow, Geezer gang out here, man. They do have Sheffield, but I just don't know if he's going to be there. He's 26 already, and the rest of these guys, really, those are just backups basically. So it's possible they could go wide receiver here. That would be. I think
luxury pick is a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. If you feel that you're good everywhere. I do feel that they still need some help at the front 7 position. And I don't know if maybe you want to consider, because we have not seen a defensive end go, a guy like Metcalf go here. Yeah. But then again, too, don't they play a 3-4, if I remember correctly?
Yeah.
I don't know if Metcalf is really a 3-4 end like that.
Yeah. And they are a little bit weak on the defensive line as well.
Yeah.
But let me look at the difference between the D-line. So the D-line is all young, 25, 25, 27, 23. Let me look at the right ends here. Right ends, Irvin Chisholm's 30 years old, but he's still an anchor on that defense there. And then looking at Jamie Estes, he's only 24. He's a pretty good player, 78 overall.
There we go. Pick is in.
Yep. I think wide receiver, man.
You think so? Did we see our first wide out go right here?
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, you called the last one, so I'm going to roll with you. That's a good pick. Oh, Smitty, you're muted.
Oh, man. Wow. I might as well leave that on from here on out, but the
Just
pick
leave
is
it on,
Logan
man.
Russell. Yeah, I'm leaving it on, man. Wow.
Just don't burp.
Let me just do it again. Logan Russell. With the 7th pick of the RFL Draft, the Oklahoma City Bison selects Logan Russell. You can see here, I was saying 75 overall, 89 hit power, 86 pursuit. He's got 84 speed, acceleration, and tackling, and a star dev. This guy was a beast. And, you know, you talk about the linebackers, they are getting up there in age. Big reason on why they made this pick. Tyrone Dugans, he's a middle linebacker at an 82 overall, and his backup is Poppy Dexter, who used to be with the Dreadnoughts. He's a 75, which is the same overall here as Logan Russell. But at the same time, these guys are going to get worse. And I'm looking to also move these guys, if the coach doesn't get here, to, well, not move to. You guys already said what the defense was, a 3-4 defense. They really don't have anybody on the outside. Their outside linebacker right now at the moment on the left side is Lincoln Metcalf, who was in last year's draft out of Oklahoma. Guy's a 61 overall. You know, so this is huge. And even the third string middle linebacker, Christian Sanborn, is a 71 overall at the age of 30. So they really needed a linebacker here. You got the youth in Javon Payne, who of course was acquired from the Cougars a few years ago. If not last year, but 24 years old. He's an 80 overall, so I think this is going to really start to build that that interior of this defense here at that linebacker position. He's got highlights here. I'm trying to get it on. Okay, let's go ahead and play those highlights, man.
Yo, I like this pick, man. I think there was 2 or 3 guys that you can look at the linebacker position that just stood out, you know, above the rest, and this is one of the guys that you could probably put up there. He had an excellent career, a season series with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. You can say he maybe wasn't the most looked at after prospect, probably because of the school he went to. He wasn't at Alabama or Miami or Baylor or any of these flashy schools, but he balled, man, and he was a stud linebacker no matter where he played. He's playing in coverage, covering the run, making open field tackles. Man, this guy is, I think, a great pickup for them. And regardless of what they do, if they stay in the 3-4, go to a 4-3, I think this is the next pick they needed to really finish off what Rob was saying about Coach Long doing with that defense.
Yeah, and I understand exactly why this pick was made as well. I mean, this guy, 152 total tackles in his college career. He had 15 TFLs, did have 3 sacks and 1 interception. 8 pass deflections is pretty good as well. 2 forced fumbles and a touchdown in his system at Minnesota. 83 of the tackles were assisted tackles, though. But you know what? I like a guy that can get to the ball at the end of the day, right? So this guy has proven that he can get to the ball, and he's very physical, and he can also deflect passes, which is pretty good to have 8 deflections for a linebacker, man. So I like the pick, and this is, you know, it's not a personal thing at all. It's, you know, just pretty much a, you know, it just depends on the type of guy that you're looking for. There are a whole bunch of linebackers in this class here that do different things. Logan Russell, he gets to the ball, he can stop the run, and that's really going to help the Bisons out, I think, this season coming up.
Yeah, so a big pick right there for the Bisons. Really needed a linebacker there, as I explained. And we'll be moving on to pick number 8. So let me go ahead and go. And next up is the Riverhogs. So the Riverhogs, whereas Chris Polk and them likes to call them the River Dogs. I guess
the River Dogs. Where'd that name come from, man?
Yeah, they just made it. Next thing I just saw it floating around in Discord. And I was like,
boy.
Okay,
these guys just coming up with stuff.
Trendsetters, man. Trendsetters.
This is a CPU pick once again, so I have to make the selection. I'll step away, and I'll see you guys in a few.
Okay.
I'll leave the mic on too.
Bill?
Leave the mic on this time. We don't need no more of your muted self.
So what are we doing here, Bill? Who do you think they're taking, man?
Man, part of me thinks that this might be a third quarterback, man.
Another quarterback?
Yeah, well, Mackey is not getting any younger. I'm surprised he didn't retire.
Well, he's not on the team
Well, actually,
anymore.
no. Mackey's gone though, isn't he?
Yeah, Mackey's gone, and
They didn't bring him back?
No, he didn't bring him back. Remember, they had a free agent signing with Jake McBride.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Jake McBride.
right.
Yeah,
They're the ones who got McBride. All right, so never
Frank
mind on
Scott.
quarterback. This is why
no
you don't mute
quarterback
yourself,
needed.
Smitty, so we can get some wealth of intelligence.
Oh man.
If it's not quarterback, then obviously with McBride there, which I forgot about. My bad, guys. Chat, don't kill me.
No, it's okay.
Man, I
okay,
still
man.
think that there's got to be a spot where we start seeing some linemen go, man. I just feel like there's a lot of teams that may have solid players at the O-line position that, don't actually – they're at the point in their career where they're starting to tip. They're going to go over that edge of that regression. And right now, nobody's taken one yet. Teams have their pick of whatever lineman they want, left tackle, right tackle, guard, center, whatever. If it's not there, I mean, you almost have to think that it's another linebacker.
We're still at the pick here where I'm still in that mode where I'm thinking, you got to go the player of a lifetime right here, right? So this if they go O-line, it's got to be an O-line. It's going to be a player of the lifetime. If they go like maybe wide receiver. All the wide receivers are 30 plus. Rosemond, Cedric Jackson, and Godfrey are actually not. Leach are all 30, 31 plus. Leach being 32, the oldest there. Still great veteran wide receivers, but they'll probably be looking to replace that soon. Looking at the tight end core, they're pretty good with Randy Shropshire. I love Shropshire, man. Such a great, really, really great tight end there. He's only 29. And the O-line here, I'm looking at the O-line, Bill, and, it is suspect, man, on this, especially the center core. Like, they are really, really hemorrhaging right now. At the center, the right guard could be replaced as well. And then also the right tackle, man. So this actually is really, it's really bad here. When you think of it for the Riverhawks. So maybe an O-lineman would be good in this situation here. Going over to the defensive line, the outside edges here, a little bit weak and a little bit inexperienced there. DT, they've got Stevenson there. They've got Daniel, he's young. I think they're fine there. Linebacker core, Dever. He's the left outside linebacker. He's pretty good. William McGuire, they could replace the middle linebacker. And then at the same time, they could replace the right outside linebacker. So a lot could be done on the defensive line, the defense right now, and obviously the O-line there. And there's just a lot of areas I think that they could really attack here. Cornerbacks, they're good, man. They got AW out there, McAllister and everything. So I think they're pretty good in the secondary. But I think it's going to be revolving around the line on both sides or the linebacker core, in my opinion.
All right. So with that being said, time to make this pick. Announce this pick, honestly. It's already made. So, the 8th pick of the RFL Draft, the Portland Riverhawks selects Connor Hawk, offensive lineman, guard, out of Miami. 78 overall. He's got 90 strength, 85 run blocking, 85 impact blocking, which is what we can, announce right there. So, no highlights, like I said. Sorry, offensive lineman, but, we'll probably see if we can try to do something next year, but, kind of doubt it. But, hey, I'll just play the highlight music while it's going on so you can feel good about it. So what's your guys' thoughts on this pick?
Look, I see guys saying right tackle, whatever. This kind of guy right here, 6'8", 340 pounds, superstar dev. He's got the height to play tackle. He's got the size to play any position on the O-line. He can go wherever the Riverhogs need him to go. He is the number one lineman. I've had him as number one lineman since, I think, the end of the series, really. And I think that goes without saying with almost everybody else who's been paying attention to the prospects. This was the right pick. I said it before. You go and get the best guy available. He was the one position where we really haven't had any movement yet when it comes to guys we know are going to be good. So I love the pick. I think that this is definitely going to help McBride, who we saw have a pretty decent end of the season or end of the year game for the Dreadnoughts before getting hurt. But I love the pick, man.
Yeah, this is a really great pick, especially when you know that who he was blocking for this past college series season, man. So obviously, if you're in need of an offensive line, you go to a team which had a astounding running back, and that was Amir Williams for Miami. So yeah, this is a great pick for the Riverhawks. This is one of the better picks yet. I love it.
Yeah, the guy only allowed 2 sacks. I also forgot to mention, you can see there at the bottom left corner, the guy got superstar dev. So this is a heck of a lineman coming out. The guy, like I said, only allowed 2 sacks all season. While, even to bring up what Rob was talking about with the DJ White, we saw him take a lot of, sacks and scrambling around in the pocket a lot throughout the season. And Connor Hawks have only given up 2 sacks. I mean, this guy's an absolute stud. Well-deserving of the rating, well-deserving of the dev. And this is exactly what the Riverhawks needed. They needed to get themselves a stud lineman to help protect their new signal caller and Jake McBride. It's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. A great pick right there. So let's go ahead and get to pick number 9. And that is...
Achieving success is often related to hard.
Yeah, I forgot I got to hit the run button. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Sometimes it does that, the random. The hotkeys, man. It's hard to predict.
What was that? Was that like a highlight video?
It was the intro that I had. That thing just bounced up. Hold up. I think we should be good now. So, okay. Why are the Riverhawks out there? Oh, yeah, they just picked. So let's get them out of here. And next up are the Houston Gunners. We got them up. And there we go. Pick number 9. Another CPU team. I'll be right back. One thing I wanted to say, I did want to post as this was going on each 8 pick, but what I will do is I'll just have a graphic for the entire first round to post probably tonight or tomorrow for you guys to go ahead and see that. But yeah, stay alert for that if you missed the draft or whatever, if you're seeing this later. But I'll be right back.
Bill, this is a tough one, man.
I know, because this team is like good,
loaded.
But then all of these other plays, it seems like they're also missing a lot of pieces. You could go O-line again. I don't see wide receiver going. I think they have a pretty decent group of guys there. You can see
D-line. Not having it, man.
Yeah, you could see corner. You could see safety. Yeah, there's a lot of positions these guys could go in. Man, the only one I don't see going is running back and quarterback. I could throw wide receiver and tight end in there. So all the offensive skill positions I don't think is going to get touched here. This is either the big uglies or some secondary or some second-level help on defense.
Do we have a linebacker available, man? Is there
There's a lot of linebackers available, man.
Yeah, maybe
also
outside
forgot to
linebacker.
Mention that I wanted to say out there too. I know I said I was going to have guys on after their pick, but just looking at the length of which this is kind of going, I think it would probably be best to have that within the Discord. I hope the coaches are still calling their guys that they're selecting. So if you're calling your guys, just make sure you have a good conversation with them. I would have liked to have them on this draft, but still to have to learn all these keys and everything at the moment. I think I'm moving pretty good with it, but just definitely needs to. Yeah, I know, right? We almost had 10. That's crazy.
You just don't like to unmute yourself. That's about it.
Yeah, the mute's not going off anymore. But yeah. But you guys can get back to it.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I think. I mean, you look at the linebackers, Rob, and they got. I mean, you got Sean Best, you got Dan Glissick, Justin Uran, Charles Turner. We got Alfred Walker.
Yeah.
There's so many linebackers still available yet. And then, you could even go secondary here if you wanted. I mean, Zamar Scruggs is out here. Chris Polk.
And I think that they actually, I know that they need a cornerback. Because I'm looking at, I'm not going to say I know. We saw a lot of goodness out of Zach Walters last season.
We did.
Tavares Golston, obviously, a staple there. They've got Harmon, Abrams, but it starts to get a little bit muddy here when you go further down into the cornerbacks. Now, over the top, they've got Gibson at safety. Now, he's 32 years of age. Could be looking to replace him. Looking at the strong safeties here, they have Sheldon Hoskins. He's still a bit young here. So it's possible a safety would be good here. But I think the glaring issue is definitely going to be cornerback, in my opinion here. They could look to maybe upgrade with another stud here at cornerback.
Yeah, so the pick is in for Houston. Let me go ahead, show the mitt. There we go, back. And so, with the 9th pick of the RFL Draft, the Houston Gunners selects Zamar Scruggs, but this, oh man, about to take off the line.
You have to jinx it before.
Yeah,
You said it, you've been doing so good.
I know, right? But there he goes. That's
There it
Zamar
is.
Scruggs. 77 overall, star development, 95 speed, 88 change of direction, 80 man and zone coverage as well. And so it looks like the Scruggs brothers are going to be united and both playing for Houston. So you got one on offense, one on defense. You guys talked about the secondary. They got some pretty good starters at secondary, but they are old. This guy coming in, it's a great fit. Really need him. And I'm about to go ahead and play their play his highlights real fast. I got to make sure I cut off the last guy so that doesn't happen again.
You know, I said before when I was talking about the corners that, you know, you could put Lito or you could put Eves. And, you know, my apologies because you could technically put Scruggs right up here too, man. He had a stellar series. He was right up there, I think, with the other two guys. And at pick 9, I think this is a good pick for them. You mentioned it, man. This secondary, they played well, but they're getting old. They're not as fast. They're getting that regression hitting them. Now they have a guy who can play right away for them and really help out this defense continue on, build off of last season.
Yeah, there's a couple of physical guys, a few physical guys that I had on my list here in the college series. And Zamar Scruggs is on that list immediately, man. This guy is a physical DB. He's going to get up in your face. He's contesting every single play. Rarely do you ever see this guy beat. Obviously, just very good awareness, good play recognition as well. The guy is just a monster, and he played some very good ball on a really talented team. But it doesn't matter. It's all about playing your game and being the best that you can at your position. And man, this kid is just electric. I really like the pick here. And he gets to go play with his brother, man. So, you know, it's a great storyline, man. Hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see both of those guys playing. You know, you'll always see the Scruggs on the field.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting, man. Can't wait to see how that plays out. But, yeah, just to move on with that, let me go ahead and hit the – all right, so that's the selection there. We're moving on to pick number 10 already, guys. Let's see.
Who's got pick number 10, man?
Pick number 10, it would be the guy here on the video with us.
Oh boy.
Chicago Cougars are up next.
Can I make my call on the call here on the stream? Can I do that or do I?
You gotta go out, man, like I did.
Yeah, you
gotta go out.
Yeah,
you gotta go out. You gotta
right,
DM
go out
and everything.
I gotta DM. I gotta play by. I gotta follow the rules, guys. They're holding me accountable here. All right, let me see. How do I come out now? I gotta figure out how to get out of this Zoom meeting here. Let's see.
All you gotta do is just turn your camera off on the Zoom. Then you'll be good.
You could probably mute your Discord and then.
There you go.
Am I gone?
Yeah, you're gone, but we can hear you. Okay. Oh yeah, he's gonna be calling CP anyway, right?
Yeah, so I got to get out of here. So I have to get out of the call. Oh, it's over. So, hey,
it's over, bro. I done. Well, not really because I mean that's my.
Who's gonna get
picked? Bro,
hey, look, let's just move back to it. Am I on the screen? Am my camera showing?
I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to be right, but daggone. I mean, everybody knew it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody knows that.
Maybe I fumbled the bag.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows who the dude was going to get, man. You know.
Hey, look. Hey, hold on, man.
Dang, that really just slipped like that, though.
Look, man.
Somebody just came right out of your mouth, Smitty.
Yeah.
Somebody said I was blind, guys. Somebody said I was blind. But in Florida, in Miami, hey, they wear blockers, guys. So I'm fitting right in. CP, come home, baby. Come to Chicago. We love you, man. We want you out here, baby.
Okay.
We want you. Yeah, Cougar, shout
so
out,
we already
baby.
know. So of course, I'm still going to announce the pick. Can't take the moment away from my homie.
You gonna put the pick is in graphic up?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Pick is in graphic. Pick is in graphic, y'all.
I went lightheaded there for a second from laughing.
Well,
That's crazy.
We still could have ran away with it though, because that could have just still been my assumption.
I gave you a chance to let it go, and then you went ahead and called it out again right afterwards.
I just started laughing. I just started laughing.
And you're like, I just ruined it. I'm like,
I did.
Cat's out of the bag.
I did. Yeah.
Don't get
if I had to bail, I would definitely bail myself right now. But Yeah, so,
Oh, man.
of course, with the 10th overall, why do I have the Gunners still up here?
Oh, we're a mess.
This is crazy.
I gotta get some water. Oh, man. There's some water out here.
Something going on with my laptop.
Boy, oh boy. Hey, I'm just gonna tell
Always
y'all,
some
man.
Technical difficulties, man.
It froze up.
Yeah, my laptop is tripping, but
Oh,
it's all good. But anyway, let's go ahead here with the 10th overall pick in the RFL Draft. The Chicago Cougars selects Chris Polk. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Free safety out of Miami. 6'3", 215 pounds, 75 overall. Star Dev, 95 speed, 84 change of direction, and 80 zone coverage. And off the top of my head that I can remember, I believe he also had 73 man coverage. So pretty solid rookie safety coming out off the bat. Got some clips for him as well.
Wow. Okay. Look at that speed, man. Him and Eves. That is some speed, man.
Yeah.
That's you like, hey, look, I know the Cats got out of the bag. We didn't have time to speculate, but look, man, this is a big time pickup, and I think it's a good move for the Cougars, obviously, because I mean you love your defense, man, and this is gonna bring you and that defense to the next level, man. Him and Markel back there, that's a dangerous duo.
Yeah, don't forget my boy Keone and my boy Philly Jones on the outside too, man. We complete now. Man. We got the secondary. We got Philly Jones out there on one wing. We got Keone Jones on the other side. We got Markel Wilcox, the veteran. You know about him. He's going to be over top the free safety. Now we bring Chris Polk down here to the strong safety, and he can play sub. You see this boy? He's thick. I'm trying to tell you, he can play all over the place, man. And this kid, look, I really like this kid based off of what I saw on tape. And I know people try to say that, they say you're biased, you like Miami, you just like Miami and everything. And that may be true. I do like Miami. But this kid's tape, this kid is very physical, very fast, gets to the ball, can hit, does not stop on the play. He goes all the way through the play, every single down. His change of direction on the speed, taking off on plays when he gets fumble recoveries, interceptions, fast. Looking like receivers out here. And so this is why I wanted this guy. I think this guy is going to be that Mako shark, that Mako shark that I needed on my defense to help out some of the guys. I got some young guys here who kind of have some struggles and stuff, and I think that he's going to be that guy who's going to come in here and immediately make an impact all over the field, help out Markel, help out Keone, help out Philly Jones, help out the linebackers, help us stop the run. Like, he's going to be all over the place, man. So I got the guy I wanted. I gave the house for him. We lost a lot of players and a lot of stuff, but it is what it is. I got the guy I wanted, and CP, man, I'm just happy to have you, man.
Yeah. Yo, how long have you wanted this guy, man?
Man, I've been wanting CP. I'm going to tell you, what game was it for me? Is that it right there? Was that the hit?
Yeah.
There was a hit where Lito Loso was playing backpack, and his CP came and stopped it. Lito Loso, I love him, man. No, but he came in and had a mean hit, man, and I just knew that was the guy that I wanted. And when I started looking at his highlights, I was like, yo, this guy is pretty fast, man. This guy's actually out here looking like Sean Taylor. You see him with the 26 right there in the game and everything. And I was just like, I like defensive guys, and I said, you know what, this guy right here is playing like somebody that I think is going to change the game in Chicago, man. And I need this guy here. And it's nothing against Markel Wilcox. I love Markel Wilcox. He's an awesome player, and he's doing some great things with his player as well. But this guy right here is really going to help us to fill in that gap that we've struggled with all season long. The last 2 seasons, really. If people didn't know, like, we had no safety, right, Smitty? Like, we had weaknesses, and people didn't really exploit that. And so now I've covered that up, man. So I'm happy.
Yeah, so great pick. Sorry for the blurry image. That's just how it came in for whatever reason on the software we're using in OBS. So, great selection there for the Cougars. See somebody saying match made in heaven. Great pick. Let's go ahead and did I fix? Okay. So it's a lot of. I'm trying to mentally keep up with everything, guys. I think I did all right for the first 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let's It's pick number 11. Let's see. All right, pick number 11 right here. Why is it not showing up? All right.
You got all the logos.
Oh. All right. Oh, this is 11. All right, there we go. And for pick number 11, it's the Bulldogs.
Yep.
Now on the clock. Jay. All right. So, second pick here for Coach Reed.
Man, getting stronger.
Like I said, this guy's
I started getting hot in here. I'm starting to feel like I got bulldogs around me or something. Man, what's going on? Get some water in here.
all right, and so let me know who you guys think he's going to take.
This
While
this
he's
is
gonna do
really.
this, I am going to press. Oh yeah, go ahead. Matter of fact, go
I
ahead.
was in my.
No, I don't know. I really don't know who you can really put in this spot here, man.
There's multiple linebackers that he can
No.
take right now, and
How
have the
does he
ultimate
go
34.
linebacker though, man? He just went and picked up what's his name. He's been trying to trade him away.
Why not? Why not?
It's a.
I mean,
man.
okay, he could go. He could go. Well, okay, let's look at his DBs. I haven't looked at the Bulldogs roster. Let's look at his
You can't
DBs.
even look at it on DL, man, because he's done so many trades. It's not even the same
Oh
team.
yeah, never mind. It's the London Coyotes now. Yeah, the London Hyenas. It's not the Bulldogs anymore. It's something else now. It's a totally different.
Yo, hear me out here. Hear me out
Oh.
here. Would I be that off base if I was to say that this guy doesn't go ahead and take a quarterback because we all know he doesn't like Timmy Merritt as much? Like it's not a secret. I'm
So
just saying.
who's the quarterback right now that could go to London and run it?
I'm not saying it's the guy who could run it. Oh, there's the pick, but he put a 65 overall dude out there, all by himself.
Yeah.
You don't do that if you like your quarterback.
You're right.
All right, so the pick has been submitted.
Oh my gosh. I got it.
And just to make sure I ain't tripping. All
Hey.
right.
About to.
With the 11th pick in the RFL Draft, the London Bulldogs selects Jake Winkleman, wide receiver from Baylor. 77 overall star, 97 speed, 85 change of direction, 84 deep route running. And this guy was an absolute deep threat for Baylor last season. Here goes a look at the highlight tape. I mean, this guy was just absolutely cooking everybody. So if you did not have him in front of you, you were definitely getting burned for a touchdown. You're pretty much going to see that all throughout this highlight tape here. But, the wide receivers kind of getting on the older end of the Bulldogs. Pretty solid guy they're bringing in here now.
Oh, I love the pick, man. I said quarterback, but I mean, again, just like I was talking about with the offensive lineman before, this and running back is like the only position that hasn't been really touched yet. Go and get the best guy available. He's done all the work he needs to on the defensive side of the ball. Now it's time to go in and build up around Merritt for if you think he's going to have another good couple of years yet, and you're ready to build around him and hopefully turn him around from last year. This is the pick you go and make. Go get him a number one guy to come in and change the pace of the team. And I like it.
Yeah, I know that Coach Reed, he talked about Whitehead and Leckie. He just felt that these guys, weren't really they weren't really doing what he needed them to do, and I get it. And so I think that it feels like he said, you know what, let me just go and get me a young wide receiver and mold him, because I got these veteran guys. I don't know what to do with these guys, man. I think he believes in Timmy Merritt. That's a good thing. He could have taken a quarterback here, but he said, you know what, let me just give Merritt another shot here, and we're going to add another wide receiver. And I like the pick. He gets a great wide receiver at this pick here at number 11. So good job.
The dude's just an absolute burner, and it's going to be great coming in with that 97 speed, man. You definitely saw it on full display in games. And how about that Bama game where he caught that game winner? You see the strike right here over the middle. That wasn't the one, but I'm not sure if it already played already. But this guy was crazy. And look at this, splitting the defense. 97.
Yeah, look at all
speed.
them Alabama
Moving.
dudes trying to catch him.
Don't worry, guys. It's in fast forward, guys. It's in fast forward. Don't worry about it.
Or at least it seems like that because that's how fast the guy was. But here it is, the game winner right here. This play is what puts Winkleman on the map for that amazing comeback. I mean, that was just an amazing catch in crunch time, 40-yard touchdown. I think they got some other angles of this. Just want to go ahead and touch up on this to make Rob a little bit more salty.
Oh yeah. Saw the all-time high right now.
And look at that, man. I mean, high point in the football. I mean, this guy doesn't just burn you deep. He goes up and gets the ball as well. He can just about do it all.
You know what the disrespect was right there, man?
That was
He's
McKinney,
on. He's got McKinney on him. He throws the arm up before he even gets to McKinney. He's just like, man, I know I'm gonna bag him. Just throw it up to me anyway. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, so great pick right there by the London Bulldogs. Next up on the board.
Torture me.
Who's that?
Torture. Speedy's always torturing me. You guys didn't know that, man.
Oh, where's this guy? Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead. Pick number 12. It's the Austin Armadillos up next.
Armadillos.
There we go. Okay. There we go. So I will be stepping away for this pick, and you guys can speculate. Who you guys think Armadillo's going to take here with this one?
Get my guy out of there, man.
I can
know
copy
Speedy
what
don't
I
like
said
it.
last time.
I know Speedy don't like it, man. I ain't gonna troll you on the stream, so I won't do it, man.
Go ahead, say it. I don't care.
Get Wade out of here, man. What's going
I'm
on?
just gonna say, man.
Get him
Go
out
get
of
a
here.
quarterback.
Wade
Get this guy
in
back
the
to long
water.
shot.
Get him out of here. Get him all the way out of here, man. Who do they go with, Bill? Let's look
Bro,
at this.
I honestly, man, you got three choices really. I think one, they could go O-line because there's still some good linemen out here. I think. Two is you could go quarterback, and three you go quarterback. So you go quarterback twice because we need Wade out of here. We're done seeing him.
Yeah.
We don't want to see it no more. We saw it enough in 2 Maddens.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
done
over
with
Wade.
it.
Wade is so. What is it? M16. What was
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah. We tried it. We tried it.
Story
With
of the Chaz. What was he in the first ever? It's over, man.
We should have
It's
brought
over,
in
Matt.
Straczynski or whatever the other quarterback's name was.
It's over for Mathis Haas, Smitty. It's over, man. Get somebody, anybody in here, man. Get McCall in here. Somebody. McCall and the Dillos would be perfect. That'd be perfect, man.
You got some quarterbacks, man. You got McCall. You got Owen Jack. You got
OJ.
Leo.
Leo Moon.
There's three
it's a lot of
guys that are still
Shoot,
prominent here that could change this franchise.
A lot of guys out here, man. Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I think, like you were saying, man, you got to hit a home run with your first pick. I don't know if any other position right now that's left outside of quarterback does that for the Armadillos.
Yeah.
That's just me, man. They got a good
I don't
offense
think they're a
around them.
bad team, man. I don't really think they're a bad team. I think that they're a solid team. I just think that the quarterback situation has been a bit of an issue. Although we did discuss some things about the playbooks and stuff, and I can see where that has been an issue with a lot of
it could
a lot
be,
of teams,
but
you know.
I just don't buy it with Wade, man.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Wade, man. It's over for Mathis High, man.
Yeah,
It's over.
it's got to be over. Here we
How
go.
big is it?
Let's find out. Let's
All right,
find
y'all.
out.
Here y'all speculations. We're going to see what's going on here. All right. So, with the 12th pick in the RFL Draft. Hold up. Got something going on, my bad. All right, here we go. With the 12th pick in the RFL Draft, the Austin Armadillos selects Chris Braun, wide receiver, LSU, 77 overall, star dev, 95 speed, 85
Yeesh.
agility, change of direction, and spec catching, 84 catching, deep route running, and release. This guy was just about the do-it-all wide receiver for LSU, and here he is going to the Armadillos. The reason for this pick is, you know, in an honest perspective, you know, thinking about the other quarterbacks, you got to back up behind Wade. He's 28 years old. Yeah, he's on the older end. He's an 80 overall. And you got Devin Wade, 83 overall guy. And like I said, when you talk about the playbooks and everything, just got him a lineman and everything off of one trade. I really feel that these receivers starting to get old. You got Chris Braun on the board based off of, the rest of the quarterbacks left. Doesn't have anything to say about the quarterbacks now. They're still solid quarterbacks, but Chris Braun, feel like this is just too great of a talent to have to pass up. And this guy can honestly see the field right away. Won't be a starter, but he should be touching the field as either a slot guy or or starting it at the slot by next year at least. I got, of course, some film on him as well. Here we go. So let's go ahead and play that.
Oh man, I had a sneaky suspicion this could be a position here, but we know how much Smitty loves his old wide receivers.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that he was going to pull the trigger on a wide receiver here just because he's got these other guys here that are the OGs and he loves them all. But I think it's a solid pick. I still do think that it's not. I'm concerned it's not going to fix the problem. I think he's a solid pick, but I don't know if it's going to fix the problem because I just don't believe in Devin Wade. I'm hoping I'm proven wrong, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of feel the same way. I liked Braun an awful lot. I thought Braun was had a very good start to his college career. He did cool off in the second half, but he kind of had some extra little games where he still showed he had that spark. Things got a little bit rough down the stretch for LSU, obviously. In the competition area, but Chris Braun was a solid wide receiver. We saw him do a lot of great things. He's going to make an immediate impact for the Armadillos. Fact. I just don't know if Devin Wade is going to be able to respond to Chris Braun like Chris Braun needs for Devin Wade to respond to him. But that remains to be seen. We cannot speculate. The hour belongs to, or the minute, whatever belongs to Chris Braun. And so salute to him, man, for making it in here on a great team, which is going to get a lot of run on.
Yeah, so this is also just one of those things where it's just like, it's another opportunity for Wade. I felt like with the guys who were there, Wade still had a strong chance of just winning the position. So why not give this guy another extra weapon, another youthful target? You already know they got Jordy Johnson, very fast. I believe he's got 99 speed as a wide receiver. You got him paired along with, Chris Braun on the up and up. I think this is going to be a great wide receiver core for Devin Wade or whoever is to come after Devin Wade if he does not, take advantage of this upcoming season. So, best pick I felt on the board there for them. And yeah, that's it for pick number 12.
Do you really think D Wade is the guy?
I'm not saying that. He's got to prove it. He's definitely got to prove it. Like I said, to be honest, talking for the Armadillos organization, if he had DJ or Kai Cash there available, would have probably taken him. But once those two are off the board and you got Chris Braun, a wide receiver like that.
They just weren't bad enough this season.
Yeah, you got to take Chris Braun. You got to take that wide receiver. I mean, I know it's not going to really do too much a changing thing, but that's a future helping pick right there. That, what if D Wade turns out to be nice next year? If D Wade turns out to be nice, now he's got two wide receivers who are young. Braun's 20, and Jordy Johnson is 24. Both of these guys, 95 speed and 99 speed. That's going to be crazy. And you already saw the attributes coming in with the route running is good. The catching is ridiculous. So, yeah, I thought it was a great pick right there. So let's go ahead.
I feel like we've been saying that for like 3 Maddens with this guy.
Feels that way.
He's going to be good next Madden.
You be the next time, boys.
So, all right, there you go. Pick number 13 on the board here is the Portland Snowhawks. You see the key for them.
I think I have a feeling where these guys are going.
There you go. All right,
Snowhawks. Oh, Mitchie boy, man.
So who you guys think that he's taking?
Look, he had a lot. He had some cap issues. He got rid of some players this year. We know that he had to get rid of Dawkins, his beloved linebacker, due to re-signing issues. And at this point, I just think there's way too many linebackers still on the board to not take one. So I have a feeling that this is where they might end up going.
Yeah, Snowhawks fully loaded. He's just looking to put another shell in there. You know, so yeah, he's definitely probably gonna replace the linebacker. I got a feeling.
All right, so
Pick in.
pick is in. Oh. And it's time to go ahead and make that announcement. And so, I'll cover that. With the 13th pick in the RFL Draft, the Portland Snowhawks selects Josh Hardy. Why does this tape keep coming up? Middle linebacker from Miami, 71 overall, normal dev, 86 speed, 81 strength and pursuit. So you guys talked about the linebacker spot being, shut down pretty much for loss for these guys. And, they get a young guy here, 71 overall. Thoughts on the pick?
I gotta. Do you want to go?
Nothing against Josh Hardy. I just felt like there was other players at this position that should have gone first. That's just my opinion. It is a position in need, but I feel like this. I don't know. I'm not trying to downgrade on anybody. I know we got a lot of community guys here, man. I just feel like there was a lot of other linebackers still available, maybe even some that weren't expected to be available that are out here for the picking that could have been a bigger impact immediately.
Yeah, I think that coach likes. See, you can choose to go with maybe the stat lines. You can choose to go with the players with the bigger names, and stuff like that, or you can go with the guy who's just a perfect size. And this guy is a monster, man. You know what I mean? 6'5", 255, whatever he is, and he's fast. And I think that he's better than the scorecard suggests. And I think that whatever that Coach O'Brien sees in this guy, I think that he's going to make this guy. He's going to make people want to say, "Oh, I see why he picked him." At this pick here. Just looking at him, this is another guy I was kind of high on as well. I just like that he gets to the ball, man. He's big, he gets to the ball. He's strong. You don't see him ever get outplayed. And he's just good. Look at that, man. Look at the his breaks in the ball, his acceleration. And I think that coach just wanted to go with the guy who we thought was going to be physical for him. And maybe he didn't quite see that out of other players. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to say I love the pick, but I'm definitely going to say that I like the pick for the Snowhawks.
And so 71 overall there, got a decent speed. You can see him using that speed in a lot of his coverages.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely was able to break on a lot of passes and everything this season. And using getting that speed's always great to have. Definitely is going to take some work, to build him up to be one of the next stars, if possible, in the RFL. Coming in normal dev, so it's definitely going to take some work. We'll have to see. Snowhawks just made it to the Relocation Bowl this past season. Maybe they can work him into being that next guy, like you said.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move on to pick 14. Getting the hang of this now. And 14 will bring up the Brooklyn Bulls. And so that's a CPU pick. And I will be back.
They don't want anybody. Brooklyn Bulls. Okay, so Luzon's going to be traded, right? He's going to be traded.
Luzon's out of there.
Yeah, Luzon's out of there.
So is his next series player.
Right.
I'm just playing.
Let's see.
Let's see here, man. With these Bulls, what do we think they're gonna do? Man,
they got to get a wide receiver. Okay?
You think they need a wide receiver here? You think that's the play?
Yeah, because Luzon's the starter.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of guys get hit pretty
hard.
Love
you, Luzon. Yeah, a lot of guys got hit, and they definitely are looking to replenish the wide receiver core. I think the defense is still top notch, man.
The defense looks like it's pretty intact still. I'd have to agree with you here, man. I feel like wide receiver might have to be the play. Let's see. Yeah, the O-line is solid. Obviously, Depending on who you talk to, Kearney's either a franchise quarterback or they can't wait for him to leave. But at the end of the day, he's probably a lot better than any of the guys that are going to come in at this point in time.
Yeah.
No offense to the guys still out there, but it's just the honest truth.
Yeah, 29. Still, is he still a 90, or did he go down to it?
I think he stayed. I don't know if he really got hit hard at all by the regression, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Even if he
still
did,
got
it was
David
very
Jones.
minor. I would remember if it was like a hard hit. I remember seeing Kashama and Freeney getting hit hard. They did get hit pretty hard for this year.
Now I'm looking at the D line. The D line is still intact. Well, actually no, they do have a gap at the D. Oh no, they got Sergio Woods out of Clemson. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
And Enrique Garrett. Yeah, so
And Woods I thought Woods had a heck of a rookie year. Pretty good one.
Yeah. Now Enrique Garrett is old.
Yep.
So they could wait.
Did I see that right? There's a 38. They have a 38-year-old D tackle.
Oh, Joe Monroe.
Holy
Nah, it's
moly!
30, bro. He's 38.
It says 38 on DL.
Oh, DL's tripping. 38.
DL is aging him.
Yikes. Somebody trying to get him out of there. Yeah.
Linebackers look
probably
like legit.
Luzon hacked the foul, man. Like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah, I think here's the pick. I think you're right, man. I think it's got to be receiver.
Yeah, I think wide
A guy
receivers
like Melton would go wonderful here. I think.
Yeah, their linebackers are pretty solid. Yeah, man. I think wide receiver is the way to go there.
Let's see what Smitty's got up his sleeve here.
All right. So, let me get this out the way. The 14th pick of the RFL Draft, the Brooklyn Bulls selects Brock Melton. What is going on with these highlights? Oh my goodness.
Miami infiltrating, man. Miami infiltrating.
Miami just has to be in the middle of everything.
What's going on here? I keep forgetting. I got to remember to cut this off, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay. Let me
I'll start
find the
saying-
tape first. There we go. Now somebody else's tape is on. Who is this? CP?
I think it's the CP again.
Miami really trying to take over this?
Miami, would you just
Miami take over.
let
got in the
other
booth?
dudes shine?
What's going on here?
You guys are
Is that
just
the last
too
tape?
much.
I think it's the last one, yeah.
Okay, nah, something else is on. I'm cutting
I don't
off
know.
everything.
Smitty is ready to call it quits.
What
We're not
is
even
going
halfway
on?
through the first round.
Oh, my.
Is there something?
Oh,
There's got to
more
be
video.
something else. What is going on here?
Reach out to the community, man. Let me see who's in the chat right now. Let me get a roll call, man. We got 154 people in here. Wow.
Yeah, this might be OBS tripping right now because okay.
There we
finally.
go.
I just seen I turned
Brock.
off wide receiver. There he goes. Brock Melton. Brock Melton is the
Melton.
selection for the Brooklyn Bulls. He'll be joining, of course, Carlos Luzon. 75 overall, star dev, 95 speed. Now, you saw this guy really take off and get behind a lot of defenses, and you can see with that speed why. 85 spec catch. He made some of the most awesome catches in the college series. And let's go ahead and play the highlight tape while that's going on. But, yeah, this guy is an absolute stud. And another thing I forgot to point out on that card, 84 release. So it's going to be hard to try to even jam this guy at the line. But looking at the wide receiver core for the Bisons, you still got Freeney and Kashama there, but they're both 32 years old. Freeney's 79, Kashama's a 77 overall. He's a 75. I think you got to find some ways to get Brock Melton involved in the offense since those guys are out. And then you just roll with Luzon, who's 22, 81 overall, and then Kendall Booker, who's 26, 80 overall. And this guy could be a stud for Brooklyn.
I like the pick. I think he was. Obviously, there's still a couple of stud receivers out here, and he was tops of that list. Balled for Georgia all year. Favorite target, of course, of Kai Cash, who went to the Tigers earlier this draft. I love it. I think, Rob, you called it. You hit the nail on the head with what they're going to go after. The rest of the team is pretty much already set there. They just need to transition this receiver core and hopefully find more guys that Kearney can rely on so that he can stop looking lost in some of these games.
Yeah, you got to – hopefully your defense can tackle, man, because I don't know what Penn State was doing right there, man. what in the world, man? This guy diced them up right there. Great pick here for the Bulls. Caliber player here. And I'm looking forward to playing this old Brock Melton, man, when he comes to the ARC, man.
Yep, solid pick right there. We're getting close to the halfway point now here in the draft. Let's go ahead and move on here. Got to make sure I'm pressing the right things here. Let me turn off the tape.
Yeah, turn the tapes off.
So, bow.
There we go.
Boom. Turn off the music. I'm going to get the hang of this. Getting the hang of this.
We got 6 more rounds,
guys.
man. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I know people probably like, oh, these guys some rookies, man. But, man, this is our first time on camera. We've never been on camera before. Like, it's a lot of new stuff, a lot of new technology out here, way above our heads. So we just trying to get it all straight.
All right, so next up, who do we got? We have the Huskies.
Oh, the Huskies.
Another CPU team.
Another ARC
the
North
Husks.
team.
ARC, man.
How about that, Rob? Back to back. Your division. I'll be back, guys.
Gotta deal with the Bulls.
Hey,
Gotta deal with the Huskies.
I think we know who they got to go here, man. After the Snowhawks pick, and after the guy that said Flota, hey,
Look,
go ahead.
they need a kicker.
They need a kicker.
Terrible. Ain't that
Or
right?
it needs to be a number 1 over a first rounder. We need a first round kicker.
The Huskies kicker is terrible, and everybody knows it.
Let's go, Smitty. Let's pick Flota. No, I think now after the Snowhawks went with Hardy and left some of these stud linebackers on the board, they just lost Pascal. I think they have to go him here, or they could go. They could be another secondary situation, or because they had a lot of hits for the regression. I feel like linebacker's the pick here.
Yeah, I'm liking the linebacker core of the Huskies as well, even though I hate that I'm saying that right now. I do think that they could benefit from a linebacker. I mean, they've got every wide receiver in the world, so they don't need any more wide receivers.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Running backs set on running backs. I'm liking the linebacker here. I got to look at the cornerbacks though. I didn't get a chance. Let me look at see if I can switch the screen real quick, guys. Give me one moment.
Cornerback is interesting too, man, because they had a couple of guys who got hit with regression, and they're all. I mean, Gibson is 30, Woodley 29, Chance Clay 32, Jay Smooth 29. Even Staymates is 30. They have a lot of very old defensive backs.
Yeah. But the thing about it though, I mean, Gibson's 30. Mac Woodley is 29. He's still a great baller. They got Jay Smooth out there. He's 29. And they've got Alex Kinder out of Ohio State. They brought him in last year or whatever it was. The cornerbacks, I mean, they could still utilize a cornerback there. Staymates, 30. Still old, but still raw. I think he's still got some stuff in him. And we're looking at the safety category here. They got Perham Crow, who will need there. I would say that if they don't go cornerback or they don't go linebacker, that they go cornerback.
Pick is in, but I just want to throw this in here real quick.
Yeah.
Undercover pick, TJ Metcalf. He's still on the board. Best pass rusher we got, and they have potential to need a guy there. That could be another one.
They only have 3 linebackers. Wow.
Yeah, they need some help at linebacker. That's why I feel like it's going to be hit there.
With the 15th pick,
they got to run a 43.
With the 15th pick of the RFL Draft, the Toronto Huskies selects Dan Glissick, middle linebacker from Oregon, 75 overall, normal dev, 86 speed, 84 strength, 80 tackling. Now, you don't have highlights for him. Just couldn't get those done in time, but he is going to be the selection here for the Toronto Huskies. Definitely needed the linebackers that you guys talked about. We already know the middle of the field is sold up for the Huskies, at least for one more season, because Brett Rattay, he's 32 years old, but a high overall. I believe he's like 89 or something like that. Might even still be in the 90s. He's got a solid outside linebacker, too, in Michael Pratt. And, of course, like you guys talked about, Pascal is gone. So this is a guy you probably can move around, especially with that speed. He can probably play the edges pretty well and just see, what he can bring to this defense. It looks like he may just be have an opportunity to possibly be a day one starter.
Oh, this guy wasn't even supposed to, honestly, thinking about who chose linebackers, this guy wasn't even supposed to be here, really. I mean, you almost put him up there with, you know, second or third best backer. So I mean, for the Huskies, they might have thought, well, heck, this guy wasn't even going to be here. This is the pick they got to make. He was right up there with, like, right behind Reed when it came to middle linebackers with a lot of people, and I think this is a great pick for them to replace Pascal. Keep saying his name wrong, but yeah, man, I think it's a good pick. Fills a glaring need.
And I just checked into the linebacker just to put this out there. It looks like he won't be able to start right away, but he definitely will be a rotational guy.
Oh, he's going to be in. They only got 3 linebackers. He's going to be in every play.
He's going to be in at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the guys that they got right now will be starting.
The stamina thing with the new game, rotation heavy.
Yeah, so
he'll be in there. He'll be in every other down.
So we'll be seeing Dan Glissick on the field, guys.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace.
You going to say something, Robert?
Yeah, I like this pick. I like this guy here. This is another one of those guys that's better than his card. Although I'm not going to say that the card is bad. 75 in this draft is very good. I know maybe people say, well, what about the dev? It doesn't matter. This guy has raw talent, raw skills. This is a solid linebacker. I would definitely have picked him up if I could. And I like it. I think this is a great pick for them. It definitely fills a glaring need, obviously, with the loss of Pascal.
All right, so that's it for pick number 15. We are now at the halfway point of the draft with pick number 16. Let me see.
Now we got the Shams up, right? Because this would have been Cougars' pick before the 11th hour trade.
Had to flip it.
Hey, man,
So I'll you
gotta make those moves, man. I think this trade, now thinking about it, I think this is a win-win. You were able to package 2 first-round picks. What the Shamrocks have now, 16 and 20, right here. You were able to get the one guy you wanted, but the Shamrocks, man, they need a lot of holes, or they need a lot of guys. They got a lot of holes. They need more than one. I think there's plenty of guys on the board right here for them to choose from, and man, I think this trade was a big win for them in that regard. Now, who they go with, that leaves to be you leave that to the imagination, because they have a lot of spots, man. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking with the Shamrocks. I don't see any kind of need really on offensively for them at all. I think that at this point here, they got a great pick at 16, and they could just find the best available defensive player that they have in the draft right now and just go with it. Really like what Tom Wilson did. Obviously, the running game is straight out there. They got Roland Woods out there on the wide receiver. They got the tight ends. Offensive line is good. I mean, look at the yardage that Tom Wilson's putting up on the ground every year. So they're pretty good on offense. They have no issues on offense. I think right now they could just boost the defense and get a caliber player right here to fill whatever hole they have.
Yeah, the pick is in, man. I have a feeling we might see some more secondary go here.
All right. So, with the 16th pick of the RFL Draft, the Dublin Shamrocks selects Alfred Walker. Oh, my God. Why am I not cutting these off? Why are these
good.
All good. This is crazy, man. But anyway, there we go. Still getting revealed. Alfred Walker, though, is the selection. 74 overall, normal dev. He's got 84 speed, 82 tackling, 78 strength coming out, and I believe. Oh, so that's something I can add here. So what I'm going to do is he does have a highlight tape, but they definitely needed some help at linebacker, and was the obvious selection here. So what's you guys' thoughts on that?
Oh, man, same as I said the last time around for the Huskies. Some of these backers are falling, and they were really, I think, one of the strongest groups we had in the draft. So, I mean, any of these teams, it's a good pick for them to take a linebacker. Walker was right there. I would say he's probably listed as the best outside linebacker in this series. Yeah, a lot of people had him that high on the board, so I think it's a great pick. We knew it was going to be defense, Rob, like you said. They don't need offense. They fill a hole here with Walker, and they can come right back in a few picks.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a bill. Do we have Bill, Smitty?
No, I don't have his bill.
I'm gonna give a bell to Frankie, man. Frankie about a few picks ago was like, "Well, why wouldn't you go with Alfred Walker here?" Well, now you know why I wouldn't go with Alfred Walker here. You see what's going on here. But yeah, it's a great pick, man. And again, just a caliber player, fan favorite. A lot of people liked him. Much better than the card suggests. He's going to play to his full ability, and he's going to a great team. Man. So I'm really happy for Alfred Walker. Really like what he did as well. Just look at this guy, man. Just fast, off the edge. A lot of energy. Look at this. Look at the explosion right here. Getting right to the ball, and that's what you like to see, out of your backers here. So great job.
How many Bulldogs have we seen get picked?
All of
this round already.
Brock Melton, Kai Cash, him.
You can't not get drafted on
Taylor
Scruggs, and
Mars Scruggs. Yeah, and this team did win the national championship. So.
Yeah, there's no way you can like not get drafted. Like, how is that possible?
That's crazy.
The only RFL, well, it was the first. Probably could be. Who knows? But the only team in the RFL, in the RFL College Series to go undefeated, even though it's just been 2 seasons, but still, who knows? Let me see in the chat. Who thinks in the RFL in season 3 of the College Series, who thinks their team's going to go undefeated and pull a Georgia? Let me know in the chat. I probably wouldn't say
everybody's
that
going to think that.
Gonna come at you. But yeah, let me make sure these are turned off for sure.
And yeah, everybody in the chat, I saw my pause moment before. Okay, my bad. I got
those colleges in the chat, man. What do y'all think? Now, I gotta turn off my phone. That thing's about to die. All right. So next up is pick number 17. Let's turn this off.
Who's got 17?
Pick number 17 goes to the Miners, Sacramento Miners.
Ooh. Here we go. The Miners are on the clock. Who do the Miners go for here? Let me go over here to the Daddy Leagues. And let's see.
Miners card. All right. Yep.
Why can't I find? There we go.
Am I back on the call, guys?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see here. We got the Miners. What do the Miners want to pick?
You can debate.
Yeah, I was having a camera issue for a second, guys.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I was making sure I was good. All right, Miners, Bill. When I looked at the Miners, I saw that they could easily go. Was it? Wait, was it? No, it wasn't up high. It was down low. Let me look at the GTs again. Was it GTs?
They do. Oh, they have.
No. It wasn't DTs. It was ins. Was it ins? No.
One thing that I'm seeing here that could be a possibility for them is they. Well, I guess I shouldn't say too much because I don't think that was even talked about yet. But maybe another linebacker here. There's just so many players at the linebacker position that you almost don't want to pass up on any of them. Okay, it picks in. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Real quick, Bill. I think lineman. I'm just gonna squeeze that in. I think lineman.
Like offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think they're pretty much set on defense. They have a very young team at all.
Yeah.
All areas. They honestly really don't even need anything but offensive linemen. But I'm gonna be quiet now.
All right, so I forgot to get that graphic from you, Rob.
Graphic
with the 17th pick in the RFL Draft. The Sacramento Miners selects
the pick.
TJ Metcalf.
Okay.
Defensive end from Miami. So I don't have the graphic for him, but what I will do, since I'm in the game right now, I will let you guys know what his attributes is. But this guy, he was really solid off the edge. Yes. One of the better premier pass rushers in the college series there for Miami. Helped them out in a lot of games with that pressure. What's you guys' thoughts on the pick?
Excellent.
Hey,
I kind of forgot about Metcalf for a moment.
He's been sitting on this board, man, and I know it sucks, but like
Okay.
there's not every team that needs one, and I think he's the clear-cut number one pass rusher out of the draft when it comes to the DNs. So I think the Miners get a steal with getting him this far down.
And the overall for TJ Metcalf is 72. So
Nice.
72
Okay.
overall. He's got 86 acceleration, 82 speed. I'm just reading off the key things. One of the top ones is 88 strength. And 84 hit power. So those are the top things right there that I can list off. Of course, coach will be able to see the rest once he's got a hold of him in the file. So
I like the pick. I think it's a good, solid one for the Miners. There was a couple spots you could go here. They go with the number one DN that's left on the board, and yeah, it's a great start to the draft for them.
I never got to appoint somebody for marking down the stuff, but we'll just go back because I wanted somebody to write down the names of every single team that took what pick and stuff like that. I was doing so much, forgot to do that, but we'll get that. And
We'll just put that out there now. If there's anybody like a coach or somebody who can go back through and record who was all chosen in in a DM or something in Discord and just send it our way so we can post it afterwards, that would be awesome.
All right, so
It looks like Baker said he's got it.
okay, cool. Okay, so pick number 18, and that is the Lancers.
Oh, Lancers.
Ooh, the Lancers.
And of course, CPU team now, I will have to make the selection, so I will be back.
For Lancers.
Let's see what these Lancers think. Well, first off, I think that this team had a chance to be a little bit higher up this draft order, but they had some stuff happen at the quarterback position. They had some things happen where it cost some games. Although I think this team is talented, they have a good quarterback, Trey Mason. They have NO3, plus they have Rashawn Gary still. I feel like defense is still an area that they need to look at, even though that was one of their strong points. Or maybe even offensive line. This could be another offensive lineman here, because you look at the left tackle. They have Nick Bindum, 75 overall. He's 32, 33. Right guard is 75. They're set at Okafor on the outside. Okorafor. I think I said that right. But yeah, another team that doesn't really need a whole lot of positions filled. They have a solid team here. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I kind of think this team is getting old, and I also think that this team was pushed into oldness. And hey, I know you guys love him and everything, but you guys know I don't spare any feelings. I just call it like it is, man. This guy, the last coach, pushed this team into retirement, man. And so you got a couple of backs who are 30 years old, and you've seen nothing out of Gary. You saw nothing out of O'Quinn III the last two seasons, really. And at the same time, you got a quarterback who sat on the bench, man. He's wasted a whole year. Now he's 30, and they don't have a quarterback. They do have a quarterback. He's 30, but he lost a lot of time. Did he regress last year?
He didn't regress much at all.
He didn't regress.
I don't think he got anything.
Well, he's 30 years old, and he definitely didn't have the season that he could have had. And there's just a lot of things wrong with these Lancers. But old age in multiple positions is one. I'm just going to say that I think that they on offense right now.
You think they could go quarterback here?
It's possible, but they could also
just because Mason is 30.
They could go quarterback here, but Mason is here, and I want to believe that Mason still has 2 to 3 good years in him. Tilsky's obviously 39. Did he retire?
Yeah, Tilsky, I don't think he retired, but
I don't think he
he's on the
retired.
So they don't have a quarterback. They don't even have a backup quarterback. Even if Mason was to go down, they don't have a backup.
He's gone. They got just Morris Justice now.
Oh, so we already know what's up with that. Okay, let me stop. All right, so the wide receiver core has lost Colt Cruz,
Yes.
and the best wide receiver there now should be Trey.
Well, they have a couple of guys. They still got Joe Johnson.
Oh, hold on. I made a mistake.
Johnson, but isn't he old?
He's older. Yeah, he's 29. Or John Johnson.
Oh,
not
yeah,
Joe Johnson.
Yeah,
All
John
right.
Johnson.
Sorry, Roland. I know Roland's going to be right in the chat. That's my guy. That's my guy.
So
No,
with
John
the
Johnson.
18th pick in the RFL Draft, the Oklahoma City Lancers selects Jacob Sprinsky. Oh, wrong. Offensive guard from UCLA. 74 overall star, 89 strength, 84 run blocking, and 80 impact block. Going to the Lancers, offensive line was a spot where they really struggled and got a lot of holes that they have to fill there. And so they get themselves a solid pick here with Jacob Sprinsky.
I like it, man. I said it right before we even got too far into the team. O-line could have been the target here for him. There's a couple of guys that are still out here at the O-line position that are, going to fall just because it's not a very popular position, but there's very solid players that you see here with Springsky.
Yeah, I'm a little. I get it. I guess we still believe in the running game, and the passing game of the Lancers, and they've got 3 30-year-olds, with Mason, Gary, and Quinn the third. But the wide receiver core, man. Sheesh. So I don't know. This is a good job though with getting the linemen though. They do need the protection. So.
So no highlight tape for my mans, but good solid selection here for the Lancers.
Have one for him. That's not like you, Smitty.
And I think he'll be able to. Yeah, he should be able to start right away too. They got themselves a line. Yeah, if he doesn't start at his native guard position, he could start outside at tackle where you got Nick Bynum.
He's got the size.
Yeah, and he's 32, 74 overall, so same overall. So yeah, he's definitely starting. So that is the pick there for number 19 in the draft. Let's go ahead and move on to now it's pick 19. It's the Barons on the clock.
Here we go.
Let's see what Coach Roland's going to take.
Brooklyn is in the house. Boy.
Let's see. Where does Roland Woods and the Brooklyn Barons go here with their first pick? Oh, man.
He's going to take Jacob McCall.
You think? There ain't no way he's taking a quarterback.
Yeah, he's taking a quarterback.
He ain't taking it.
I doubt he takes a quarterback. I mean, he's already got, a young Brinker. He's already been so high on, Caleb Brown.
Yeah, he has been.
So
high.
I doubt he goes quarterback here.
Is he going? He's not going defense. He's got too many defense. You don't need any more defense, Roland.
D tackle could be one.
Why? Why D tackle?
Well, no. Well, he's got Rivers, but Hayward is. Yeah. If Hayward's still there, he's 30. Chisholm's 29.
Let me go look up these Barons. Last time I looked, man, they were stacked, man. Both sides.
Plus, there's some linebackers here, and we all know what Roland and the Barons gave up to move to get another first.
He's always DMing me, 3-4. Yeah, I want to run a 3-4. Yeah, so it's possible. It's possible. Let's come in here and see.
I don't foresee him going secondary, since he's already allocated about 40% of his salary cap to the secondary position.
Yeah, so let's see.
And we got the pick is in. All right, let's see where he where he goes.
Okay. With the 19th pick of the RFL Draft, the Brooklyn Barons selects LaQuavius Machiavelli, wide receiver from Washington State. 74 overall star, 97 speed, 85 excel agility and release, and 80 in all route running, short, medium, and deep. This guy, big body wide receiver who just had a knack for getting open, and you'll see it here in the highlights. What's your thoughts on the pick?
Nice.
I love the player. I don't really understand. Like, I love the player and I know he's gonna be good. I just don't know. I mean, I guess they have a lot of holes that they fill already, but I mean, they got Joe Johnson, they got Amari Manuel. Do they not still have Ricky Trannon?
Yeah, they got
and
Trannon
Marcel
too.
Eckel?
And Eckler's
Plus Tevin
26.
Freeman,
Yeah.
who they picked up out of nowhere last year, played really well for them out of the receiver position. Not that it's not a good pick. I just feel like they could have addressed a different area.
You know, I'm liking it because you know how I feel, man. I think that they took a big time player, I guess. You know, Tupac, exciting, man. You know, obviously, breakaway. The speed is just ridiculous. Acceleration, you said was 85, Smitty? Is that correct? But the route running and everything is still above average. Yeah.
Yeah, the Excel. Yep.
Yeah.
85.
So but their release is 85 too, though. Right?
Yep.
So yeah, man. You can just see this guy getting up the field. It doesn't even matter. 97 speed, right? Doesn't matter what the acceleration is. If he's got you beat, he's got you beat. I like the pick. It's a left field pick, but in his recent podcast, he was saying he was up to some things. And he was going to see if things are going to work out, and he's got some things figured out. And so this was definitely left field. But big shout out though to LaQuavius Machiavelli, aka Tupac, who I really liked in the college series. Man, great guy, great community member, very active, and he's going to the Barons, man. Hey, you're going to a team that can compete, man, and that's all it's about. And he's going to get a lot of run because we know that Coach Roland Woods uses the whole roster. You know what I mean? So yeah, Tupac. Okay, I like the pick. Great job, Barons. Shout out to Tupac.
So, let me make sure I fix that. So I got a lineman up.
Don't mess that up.
Yeah, can't mess that up no more. But they also got pick number 20, so they're back to back.
No, they don't.
There you go.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't. Shamrocks had pick 20.
Yeah, they got picked. They got it from me
That was
last
the
night.
Cougars pick.
Yeah.
Why am I seeing in the Discord though that it's Barons?
Must be a Bill mistake.
How you gonna say that?
Oh, hold up.
I'm going to look right now because
I
I just looked through this.
I got Barons at 18. Barons at 19.
Are you looking at something old, Smitty?
I'm looking at the actual draft order in the Discord right now. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping, guys. It's the Shams. I was looking at round 2.
Bro, it's like the
I
fourth
ain't
time you've
tripping,
done this
dog.
to me. You
Oh,
make it sound like
man.
I messed up the draft order and you're looking at a different
Like,
round
come
every
on,
time.
He said, "Come on, Bill. Get over it, Bill. It's over."
Come on, Bill. You
Don't do
messing
me on
up.
the stream, Bill.
Nah,
This is I'm protesting.
20.
It's over, Bill. It's over, Bill. Oh man.
Okay. They had the same button.
Roland was
All right,
like,
so I'll step away.
yeah, it's my pick.
I was like, yeah, I was about to bless Roland with another.
And Roller just
pick.
put a pick in.
I'll be
You know,
back.
he just, hey, it's my pick, guys.
Word.
That's funny, man. All right, so we got the Shamrocks going. So who are
Shamrocks
they
again.
going? Back to back.
They went linebacker.
Yeah.
Do they go? Do they go with defense again? I think yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. They don't have any need for offense.
Don't they? Isn't oh crap, what's his name? What is his name? Michael King is still out here.
Bill, what are you doing?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're still out here, Bill.
He's sitting here.
Sorry, guys. Michael King is out.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
he's still here.
the Shamrocks need some help on defense. I think they got a linebacker. I think their D line is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yes, they're getting older, but dude is still there. Oh gosh, what's the guy's
Bill-
name that they got from the Thunderbirds a year ago?
Bill, do not check the mail because I'm pretty sure coaches have mailed you pipe bombs in C4.
What did I do?
Michael King is still out there, guys.
What am I supposed to do? Lie?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what they said to draft.
So, somebody out here like wanted him to fall. Guess what? Too bad.
Yeah.
Should have traded up for him.
What? Boom.
I
That's gonna be
just
funny,
think
man.
that's the pick you got to take.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
Shamrocks. Yeah, they got. Yeah, at this point, you got the stud here. He's a cornerback. That's an area of need.
It's free
Why not?
safety.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's up.
Oh, good, my guy.
But even going cornerback, Mike Crowder's still out here. I mean, there's secondary still sitting here waiting to be selected. I just think that's the key to go. They already got a linebacker. I mean, fix that defense.
Boy, oh boy.
I don't think they go 2 linebackers. There we go. We got the pick.
It's in.
All right. Go ahead, show the mug. So I am back with the 20th pick. And with the 20th pick of the RFL Draft, the Dublin Shamrock selects Michael King, free safety from Georgia.
Called it.
75 overall star, 89 speed, 85 change of direction, and 80 zone coverage. This guy was a beast in that secondary level for the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's go ahead and play that highlight tape. Show you guys. I mean, this guy also led the college series, well, tied with Mike Crowder for the most interceptions during the season with 6. And the guy was an absolute ball hawk. Half of those interceptions, though, coming from one game. He had 3 picks in the game against SEC rival Tennessee.
Man, I said it. I said it, man. Michael King was going to be the guy. He's just sitting out here waiting to get picked.
Way to get picked.
One of these guys probably isn't too happy with me right now. It's sitting at 21, 22, or 23 thinking, oh, yeah, I'm about to get Michael King. He's going to fall right in my lap. Nope. Shamrocks come in. They get 2 great defensive players to help rebuild this team. I love the pick.
And I think
I like
Michael King, isn't he like from Dublin area?
King.
Is he here in the chat right now? I thought he said. I know he's not from the States. He's international somewhere else.
Oh wow.
I think he is from like Ireland or something like that.
I swear, if Michael King ends up being from Dublin.
Honestly, yeah. I do think he's got to be, because he had a post on his social media page of him waving. I think it was an Ireland flag.
Yo, Kai Cash just said he is Irish.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
There you go, repping the country, man.
Is Michael King active in the chat right now?
Oh yeah, he's usually active. He's probably just unable to join us here at this stage of the day, because I know he's probably on different times.
There he is, right there.
He's here.
There he is.
King.
Heritage.
Are you really Irish?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he is, man.
Well, we'll hear it from him.
That's awesome.
He said he's stateside. I don't know if that means he just moved over here, or if we're just full of you know what.
Yeah.
So that's the pick right there. Great pick right there for the Shamrocks. Definitely needed safety. And
There it is,
you can
man.
see why
Congrats,
the Cougars
Michael.
pulled up that to that 10th spot. Was not trying to have CP go there, but both players you can see 75 overall. Were 2 of the top safeties in the league.
Yeah.
Absolutely great job.
That is really cool, though.
No, I would have taken King too. I really like King. But it is what
There
it
you
is.
go. King was never going past 20. We know now.
Yeah, it was never going.
So the Dublin Shamrocks are done, and it's the Dreadnoughts who are going to be up here next. Coach Frankie J. Let me go ahead and choose. Where is? Yeah. So the Dreadnoughts. Down in. So there they go. They're on the board. So who you guys think that he's going to take here? Well, I'll see.
The
Check
Dreadnoughts?
my DMs.
What you thinking, Rob? I know you got thoughts.
I don't know. These Dreadnoughts, man. I'll tell you. Oh man, look, man. This guy Frankie, man. I'm confused, man. I don't know. Did he just resign? Did he just sign a quarterback, oldie? Did he get old?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now?
What are you thinking, Bill?
You mean to tell me, you sitting here telling me You're telling me that this guy might take a quarterback after all that MJ talk and making all the fancy articles and stuff?
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't think MJ is
Hey,
the answer.
I've been saying that. I got flack for saying that the week he signed him to that big deal last year.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's got
I don't know if he knew these guys are going to be available down here.
He did lose. Oh, the pick is in.
Pick is in.
Is in.
Ooh, is he going to go running back here?
He's stacked, man. He's stacked. He's talking about the Cougars are stacked. He's stacked.
I'm curious to see where he goes here. Frankie's a wild card, man.
Yeah,
he'll go anywhere, and it's always going to be against popular opinion.
Yeah.
So, the 21st pick of the RFL Draft, the San Antonio Dreadnoughts selects Cam Perkins, running back from Georgia. 78 overall, superstar depth, 96 speed, 90 change of direction, and 89 spin in juke. Guy was leading in running back. Now, the reason he says for this pick, Javonte Gilliam's a great back, and he is. He is 30 years old. And the next backup back, I don't think he's
Kenny Britt.
Kirby Britt.
80, Britt, yeah, 26, 80 overall.
80 overall. And so you got this young guy who's 20 years old coming out the draft. Honestly, not a bad pick right here for the Dreadnoughts. Going to a great spot that traditionally knows how to use their running backs.
I did not look. I said this at the very last second. The only reason I said this is because this guy recently tried floating out Gilliam in a trade to try. There wasn't any trade that came through, but he was put officially on the block per se for just the feelers. I didn't see this coming though, man. But it makes sense. If you don't like the guy you got or you're ready to move on, this is I think 1A, 1B best back in the draft. You go and do it. Man, that's a huge pick right there. Wow.
Yeah, this guy should have unfortunately been a top 5 player in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he ended up going to the Dreadnoughts. Big steal right here for Frankie J and the Dreadnoughts. And this is just what happens. This just lets you know how good this league is when a guy like Cam Perkins goes at 21.
So, I mean, what's your guys' thoughts? Do you think he starts day one? Well, or do you think, I honestly think that he gets put in the, I think he's going to be the premier back in a rotation still with Gilliam there if he doesn't, ship him off.
Don't forget the stamina thing, man. So they're saying that you got to use backups and stuff. So
yeah,
got a lot of.
I think he's going to be needed because of that situation. But I don't think I just don't see Gilliam going anywhere either, man. And that's no offense to Gilliam, but we all know, man, there's a lot of running backs in this league. There's a lot of running backs in this league. Yeah. You got to be, and plus now you got to take on one that's 30.
Yeah. A
bigger contract, and give up something for him. I just don't know if that's going to happen. So I just feel like it's going to be a 1-2 punch or a straight, stiff arm Gilliam onto the bench so that Pert can start. But I think it'll be a 1-2 thing and Gilliam stays there.
Not only that, man, he talked about, you see he comes in at an 80 overall, but he's got that superstar depth coming in. And then you have, he was talking about Kirby Britt, a higher overall at 80, but Britt barely seen the field last year. He did get put in a rotation, but he's already a guy right now on the back burner. I think this is an excellent pick for the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best picks of the draft just because of where he got him.
Live.
This is an excellent pick for anybody.
Frankie.
There's no systematic stuff from Frankie here. This is the obvious clear pick, man. It's awesome.
Great pick. Excellent pick right there. All right, so next up is pick number. Okay, wrong one.
That's crazy, man. That's a big pick right there.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Pick number 22.
Do you guys, real quick, man, do you guys think another quarterback goes at all in this round?
In this round?
You know me, you have to see.
I know you. I'm just saying,
Pioneers
based off the teams that are
I'll
left.
be back. But yeah, you guys can debate that. I said the Pioneers are up next. I'll be back.
Oh yeah,
we know,
Pioneers.
We know the Pioneers ain't gonna go.
So who's gonna take now, Bill? You already took a defender. Yes.
Yeah, who did the
Xavier
Pioneers take
Eves.
with the first pick?
Xavier Eves.
Yeah, Eves. Hey,
Lineman.
come back for a lineman here.
Lineman.
Maybe
Might as well. O-line.
there's only a few positions that haven't really been touched quite a bit yet, and that is the offensive line. Let me see here. Who do they got? I think you got to come back for a lineman. I think this is where a guy like Spriggs could go, or Hatcher, or one of these left tackles. I think a left tackle is needed for the Pioneers. They got is Deshaun McBride still on the team? If he is, he can't be that good anymore. He's 70 here in Daddy Leagues at 27, so he ain't going to get any better. I think that's what you do. You go and get protection for your new quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see him on the. I don't see him here.
All right, so Pioneers pick is in. All right. And with the 22nd pick of the RFL Draft, the Salt Lake City Pioneers selects Brady Barman, tight end out of Florida. 77 overall, star dev, 88 speed and acceleration, 81 catching traffic, and 78 catching. This guy was a huge lifeline for the offense of Florida when he was playing, and actually he led all tight ends in receiving yards as well. Definitely an area of need that the Pioneers needed, because they did not have any linemen there but Neil Zhang. He's getting older, and the tight end very low overall. I believe he's like a 76 or something like that. So
You talking about tight end?
Yeah, he'll be a day one starter. I'm not on that side at the moment.
73 and
73,
DL
yeah.
at 33, but I mean that's before regression hit, so he could be even lower.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me
Rest in
see.
peace to Neil Zhang, man.
I didn't see that coming, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, now that I'm seeing the positions here, it makes sense. But yeah.
Sometimes the tight end is slept on, and I didn't even really
Yes.
look at the tight end of the other Pioneers at all. But it just makes sense. And this guy Burrowman was a monster at Florida, man. Yeah. This is just a great pickup here, and while it is out of left field a bit, it makes total sense because Neil Zhang I like the guy, but he just wasn't cutting it, and so now you got a guy who picked up, somewhere around 80, 80 receptions or whatever, on the season or whatever, and he was a solid tight end for Florida. He's a receiving tight end as well, so someone they could use as another offensive weapon for Treyway. So yeah, I think that's going to be awesome.
That's a nice little. Look at this offense now for just adding, Barrowman and Allen. They got Farrell Rains from last year. Obviously Barrowman. They go get Allen, and then they got Tomlinson and Witherspoon in the backfield. That's a really nice skill set to have, or skill players to have there for Trey Allen to play with, man. That's cool.
Yeah, Neil Zhang's a higher overall at 79, but more than likely he will be able, if he can win out the position, he'll be the day one starter. But it's never anything wrong with having yourself a set of tight ends. And so, he's like I said, he's 29 years old, 79, and he's a 77 coming in. I believe he's 21. So he's definitely going to be that next guy up. So, pick number 22 is in the books. And now we move on to pick number 23. And pick number 23, we have the Crusaders.
The Crusaders, the chips, all the chips,
yeah, all the
bananas.
Bananas.
What else? The Crew.
I swear, if you try to make us wait 30
we ain't
minutes.
playing this wait time. You got
Not
5 minutes. I
playing
already
that, son.
started it on my imaginary watch.
Let me tell you about this guy, Bananas, guys. Makes you wait 30 to 45 minutes.
Hours.
Just to tell you tomorrow in DMs. Toughest guy on the planet. You think this guy was a president, man? I think he's the mayor. Where are you from, Los Angeles? I think he's the mayor of Los Angeles because this guy, he don't respond. He's a whole politician, man.
He'll go like, all right, let me go and talk this over with my 30-man staff, and I'll get back to you in 48 to 72 hours. How about that?
Guy, yeah. Guy's got a whole staff.
We have no proof of this staff, by the way.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Coach.
I've never seen him before.
I'm not saying you're lying, but
whole staff invisible.
this guy makes it sound like he's got a whole crew of dudes. We've never seen none of them.
Never seen none of them. They all just imaginary.
So either he's talking to himself.
Whole bunch of stuffed animals in his room somewhere, man.
All joking aside, man. What do you think these guys are gonna go do here with this pick?
Oh no, Bill! I'm scared, man. I'm scared to even say for the Crusaders, bro.
I feel like there's one position that they gotta go for, man. I don't know if it's gonna happen, man. I think they gotta go running back.
Oh, MG, Bill.
I just think it. Like, look, I liked Byron Benedict, whatever his name was.
Benedict is the man, bro. Come on, man.
He was, but let's not pretend that he. Can you guarantee a 70 overall is going to do that on every Madden? You know, like.
Bill, you don't have to be so logical all the time, Bill.
I'm sorry.
Benedict was so great. He was so great. He was great this year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a wonderful story.
Guy had 1,000 yards in like half
bedtime
the season.
story, not a novel that you read over and over again. He's a quick bedtime story. It was cool for a bit.
Bill trying to put him to sleep already, man.
It's time to go to bed. Byron Benedict needs to go bye-bye. And, you know, there's guys here on the board available.
I think you need a wide receiver, man.
Oh.
All right, so the pick is in.
So much anticipation.
With the 23rd pick of the RFL Draft, the San Diego Crusaders selects Dustin Brooks, offensive tackle, Notre Dame, 75 overall superstar, 90 strength, 82 pass blocking, 81 run and lead block. Thoughts on the pick?
Benedict is about to be turned up, boys.
Hey, that's a solid pick right there. You got Dustin Brooks now on the other side of Dion Gunn. That's a good pickup.
Bro, okay, Basha Galupi. Sorry about the staff. We apologize.
No, I'm still curious.
That's a monster pick, man.
Not only that, Dustin Brooks did not allow a single sack the entire season. The only, I think that's the only.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I believe that's the only lineman to do so throughout the series.
Bro, that running game is filthy now.
Yeah, so
is Brooks is he a user? Is he around?
Brooks?
I believe I don't know why I'm not thinking of. He hasn't. If he was submitted, he hasn't been active. So, off the top of my head, I can't even think about if this guy. I think he might have been a Jin.
Watch in the chat right now.
Was he a Jin? He might have been submitted. No, I think he was. I'm not sure. Can't answer that question.
Either way, I think it's a solid pick, man. I do. Okay, it's not a running back, but hey, the next best thing to improving your running game is to improve your offensive line, and that's what they did here with arguably maybe one of the best linemen, if not the best lineman at the end of it in this draft.
Really, really great pick, man. I love it. I love that he's embraced the back. He's going to give that back a second chance. Dangerous, but the guy did really good, and he's smart. He goes against a lineman, right? I mean, hey, every back wants a lineman, and you get one of the best linemen in the draft. So hey, to me, it makes sense, man. You know, look at the very least, right? At the very least, it's Vondre Bryson, right? The starting back.
Well, he's in free agency.
Oh, he's in agency. Yeah. So is it
starting back is Benedict? Yep.
Benedict.
Oh well, yeah. So he said, "Yo, this is the future. I'm building for him." Hey, I like.
The thing is, what I will say is, I do feel like, you know, I'm not going to say he missed. He didn't miss on this because he did land himself a very solid offensive lineman. Yeah. But you know, in that situation that you talk about, you know, with Benedict, he's 27. You know, he's 27 years old. 70.
I didn't even know he was that old.
I think he's like 75 or 76, something like that. So,
I don't think he even.
You know, I feel he didn't miss, but you know, kind of thought that he would probably go running back here. But decides to, go lineman, which honestly, like I said, he found a good
Superstar?
gym.
Was it
Superstar
Superstar?
Dev. Yep. So
Wow.
he definitely got a dub with that pick right there.
Straight up.
Yeah, so next pick number 24. Let's see.
Who's at 24?
Okay, there we go. Pick number 24 is the Monarchs.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
nobody. They
Monarchs
don't need anybody. Smitty.
will be-
Yeah, they don't need nobody.
Way too good, man.
Yep. Sorry.
Where are the Monarchs at? You. All right. So I'll be back, guys. You guys debate. Who do you think the Monarchs going to take?
Let's see here.
I would take Bill. They don't need a lot, man. Wait, did they get rid of one of the halfbacks?
Well, Bailey retired. Curtis
Okay.
Bailey, the longtime Monarch, he retired. But
Quarterback
they
is
do
still-
have Rhodes there, and
Oh, bro, they've got the best wide receiver core in the
They
league,
do.
bro.
the
Let
one
me
thing
come
is
in-
there a lot of them are old.
Yeah. Let me
I still
see
don't
this
know if
now.
that's the biggest need though to spend it on a wide receiver.
Oh, what am I doing? Let me come over here. All right, let me go look at the Narcs. Let me look at the Narcs wide receiver core. Yeah, getting up there, but Montreal Insana, 29. Stanley Kempfert, 30. London Falshy, 29. And then they've got Cabin Martin, and they've got Zach Rosen, and they got Nate Church, whatever. So, still though, man, the stuff they were doing, they were killing it though. In the wide receiver core this year, even with injuries, they were killing.
I think I know who they're gonna go.
Oh,
I think they're gonna go D tackle.
let's see this.
They have Meacham and they have Obiazor, but they're both old. They probably regressed. I don't know how much off the top of my head.
We got Deshaun
Um,
Watson there.
They have, they have Friedman, who's probably still good, but really it could go any spot on D line. I feel could be a good pickup.
Yeah. D-line, it looks tempting.
And there's a few guys yet still available, like Andrews and Forbes and even Speller. There's a lot of D tackles left on the board that nobody's really looked at yet.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't go there,
yeah, cornerback is set. Free safety. Set.
the only other spot I see a big need for is maybe another running back because, like you were saying with the stamina, I just don't think you want to go this early for a role player.
And I like that on the roads,
Oh,
man. I
man.
think 22.
Achieving
Now we're back in
success
the
is often related.
intro. Hey guys,
Back to the
welcome.
intro.
That's the intro.
These hotkeys, man, they can catch you. All right, here we go. I meant to play. I played the thing though. Here we go.
Here we
Vixen.
go.
For some reason, I don't see you, Smitty. I see your emoji here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So, with the 24th pick in the RFL Draft, the London Monarchs selects August Speller, defensive tackle from Miami. 73 overall, normal dev, 85 strength, 85 power moves, 81 block shed. And
Beast.
the reason he won't more than likely be a day one starter. Could be a rotational guy, but the guys ahead of him are a little bit on the older side. So this is a guy, who could, rise up in the future for this team.
Gotcha.
And
I
I
think
also
it's a
have
good pick.
highlights for him as well. So let's go ahead and play those through.
I think this is a solid pick for the Monarchs. Like I just said, they actually ended up becoming a really good team. They have a lot of the younger guys that they've accumulated the last couple of years from being bottom of the barrel team are starting to play well. And they had one spot on defense that I think really needed some youth, and that's D tackle, and that's what they go and get here. They get Speller, who is, you got like 3 or 4 D tackles, 3 guys after Jermaine Taylor. And depending on what you like, you could go either one of them. And they obviously like Speller enough to go for him. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, with 15 TFLs and 14 and a half sacks leading the nation. Hey, well, not leading nation, but one of the leaders in the nation. But I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I like the pick there, and definitely a good guy to have on the interior of the defensive line.
You're gonna say how cool it is, man. We got all of these picks coming in, and almost every one of them has a rep in the chat.
Yeah.
That's just really cool to see. I just had to say that.
Wait till the future, man. Future of the league
I know.
is hella bright. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to do it there for the 24th pick. Going to move on now to the 27th. No, 25th.
Whoa, you
Math is off. By the bell, I'll play again. Maybe it's getting late.
This guy.
But you didn't hear anything.
Oh man. You just skipped, Rob. You just skipped right over your first round pick.
All right, next up here, 25 is the London Black Knights.
Black Knights.
Let's see what Coach Carter selects here. Who do you guys think he's going to take as we await his DM?
Hey man, I've been calling for it for the last 10 picks, man. I think we need another quarterback.
You think so?
Look, I
think
love Holden Wolf, man.
Yeah,
but
so
he's getting old.
What quarterback you taking, Coach? Might as well. Let's look at this here again.
You got your pick. Which one do you like? You got Leo, you got OJ, you got McCall. I mean, you could even throw a guy like Bales in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many options. And let's say, okay, fine, you take one in the second round. I guarantee you these teams that didn't take one in the first are going to cycle back for these guys in the second, possibly. Because there are some teams I think should still take one. Yeah, man. And Wolf is getting up there. That or a running back. Those are the two options, I think. Because they got Wolf. He's old. They got Cloud. He's great, but he's getting old too.
Let me see. Black Knights.
Did you already give your prediction, Rob? Not yet.
I did. I said that they should go quarterback to replace Holden Wolf. Yep.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to stick with that too.
The pick's in.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's go ahead and announce this one. All right. So, the 25th pick in the RFL Draft, the London Black Knights selects Samuel Stubbs. Strong safety.
We got a graphic for him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure why it's showing.
Oh.
It says a lot here. Okay, yeah, I accidentally turned it off. But there he goes. 75 overall. Star Dev. 90 speed. 80 zone coverage and 80 change of direction. He's also got a highlight tape as well. Let's go ahead and get a look at those. With this guy, he made a lot of clutch plays for that Baylor secondary. And he also came in the clutch. One play that I can remember specifically off the top of my head, which I think is one of his best plays of his college career, was against Alabama to seal the game in the back of the end zone with that interception. But what are you guys' thoughts on the pick? Do you think they could have gotten something else here? Or do you feel that Stubbs was the guy?
I think the pick I think it's a solid pick. Y'all can say whatever you want in the chat about me saying quarterback or running back. When you got three top tier quarterbacks and a top flight running back sitting on the board, yeah, I'm going to say it about 10 times. So good job, Shiloh. Anyway, I do think that this is another area of need. They have, two older guys there who aren't really like anything flashy. So I think it's a solid pick. Stubbs is like one of the last mainstream safeties we have a couple of them, but Stubbs is up there with some of these other guys that we talked about earlier in the draft. Sometimes these guys can go earlier. They just get a bad run of teams that don't need them and they fall, and that's I feel like what happened with Stubbs.
You won the Matt Hoover Award too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I liked what Stubbs did. Definitely held his own down. That's just a great pickup there. A solid player that you get. And, good community guy too. We see him, visible, and I think that's it's a good pickup. It's not a bad pick or whatever. I think it's just good, and you get a guy who you can work with on your defense. So I like the pick, man. Awesome.
And not only that, just looking at the depth chart here of the Black Knights, it looks like he's a day one starter because the current strong safety at the position is Malik Maxwell, and he's 30 years old, 73 overall. So he's definitely in there. Perfect pick there for the Black Knights. But just looking back at this card here, you can see, we're kind of gets you wondering, at 5'9", he's got pretty solid size at 5'9", though, for strong safety. It makes you wonder, how is he going to be able to, make plays on those bigger players in the RFL, especially those running backs, those big bruising running backs and stuff that could get in that third level. And then also, 24 years old coming out. Any thoughts on that?
No, the age is a cause for concern, but the RFL, man, it's just such a slow pace, man. It's not like we play three seasons a year, man. We'll get plenty of time to see stubs. There's plenty of ticket stubs to see stubs. So it doesn't matter, man. Who cares? I like it.
Samuel Stubbs. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I like the pick, man. I think there wasn't many spots where you can go and get a day one starter left at this point in the draft for some of these teams, especially because the teams that are out here right now are obviously a little bit more loaded up because they obviously were in the playoffs. So I think anytime you can land a day one starter, it's a win. So, I mean, yeah, he's a little bit shorter. Maybe he's not, not the youngest, but he comes in and starts day one. So that's a win in my book.
Yeah, so great selection right there for the Black Knights. Like I said, day one starter. Always great to get one of those. And we are moving on to pick number 26. Ooh. I think I'm pressing the wrong one here.
You want me to tell you who it is? Do you know who it is?
Who is it?
Who is it, Rob?
It's the Cougars.
It's the Cougars. That beautiful second first round pick.
You want me to text you, Smitty?
Yeah. So.
All right, I'll text you right now.
Oh, you know who you're taking already?
Let's have Bill.
Oh, I know who I'm taking already.
I know. What I'm going to do is, since he's already got his pick here and you guys heard it, Bill, you can speculate as I'm getting this ready, and of course.
Yeah, and you just don't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing this time.
Man, oh man. Well,
Bill, I got some hate mail in here from a coach already on my DM, buddy.
Oh, you do? Yeah, I probably do.
Don't check the mail. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I think that the Cougars here, I mean, they go out and they got CP, who was the guy that, Coach Roby said he wanted from day one. I think at this spot, you can go one of two ways. You can go linebacker because there are a couple of guys still out there. You could go receiver. You just got rid of London Lions to my division rival. Thanks a lot for that, bud, by the way.
You're
welcome. So there's a couple of options. I think one of those two has got to be the spot because there's guys available at both of them.
Yeah.
All right, so the pick is in. And with the 26th pick,
it's only right.
Rob
it's only right.
Season.
It's only right.
Rob
it's only right.
Season.
It's only
with
right.
The 26th pick of the RFL Draft, the Chicago Cougars selects Chidoi Bolejak, wide receiver from USC. 71 overall star, 85 speed, excel, release, and agility, 84 jumping, and 83 short route running. This guy's also got a highlight tape. Thoughts on the selection here? I mean, what brought you to making this pick? Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll save Rob for last.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know what to do there.
Hey, man, I like the big cheese, man. Look, in this draft, I was going with guys that I personally liked. Cheese, I knew was going to be special, man. I know he's going to be special. He's a big wide receiver. Yep, he's a big wide receiver. And he's, definitely a guy who can replace my boy London, Don't have all the stuff yet as London did, but hey, star depth, I can work with it, man. So Cheese, welcome to Chantel, big dog. Every time y'all saw Cheese in the chat, that's my boy right there, man. I'm rocking with him. He was rocking with the Cougars, rocking with me, man. I liked it, everything I saw on him, and hey, the guy can make some plays, man.
Hey, did Cheese know he's gonna get picked here?
One thing I would say too is he is very similar to London Lions. Especially, he's not the fastest guy, but You know, he did a great job of creating separation and making plays and going up and getting the ball. And you can see sometimes the speed can catch you off guard. You see him burning the secondary and everything like that on these highlights. But I think a really solid pick to replace London Lions.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Big cheese. Hey, I got my guys. I'm happy, man. I'm happy, man. Happy camper, man.
He is like
So that,
maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand the reference. Frankie just said he's like Leffy Whimper. Isn't Leffy Whimper like 5'8"?
Yeah, he's definitely not like Leffy Whimper.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know Frankie.
He's probably
man.
talking about the speed, but he's definitely not Leffy Whimper. But I guess what he can say is because Leffy Whimper, even though he's slow and he may be a smaller guy, he is great at just about everything else. But he's not no big body guy who's gonna go up there bagging people. But he does do it from time to time. So I guess I see what he's.
I'll let him live on that.
We'll let him live. We'll let him live.
We'll let him live.
So
we love you, Frankie.
All right, 26. Now it's time to get on to 27.
We finally reach
All right, where's
the Memphis Steamers.
Yeah, so Steamers.
Steam team.
Hey, for real though, Rob, I do like that pick, man. He might not have been the highest overall, but you get a guy at star in the late first, man.
But that's what I was expecting, man. I was expecting to get a guy who I could develop, you know. So
yeah,
you know,
not everybody's going to be a stud coming straight out of the draft, but he's a great community guy too.
Yeah, and the size of that guy, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's what it is.
All right. Oh yeah, did you guys already speculate on who you guys think the Steelers are going to take?
Well, see, the thing is that he told me,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't get the guy, so now I kind of know who I think he's going with.
Yeah, I feel like I know who he might go here too.
I know who he's going with, and it only makes sense to go with this guy. And if he blows it, I'm gonna like throw a fit on the stream now. If he blows
it's not a secret, man. The Steamers are a stacked team. And if they're not stacked, they have a young guy who's about to help the team get even more stacked at that position. He's got guys all over the place. Yeah. There's one spot that we know he's not a huge fan of right now because of age and because of stone hands, and that's at running back. And we saw Cam go off the board earlier. There's one more high-flying running back, and that's Amir Williams. I think Amir Williams goes right here.
All right, well, let's find out. Pick is in. And with the 27th pick in the RFL Draft, the Memphis Steamers selects, you guessed it, Amir Williams. Running back out of Miami, 77 overall, superstar dev, 96 speed, 92 change of direction, and 90 juke.
Hey, look at who you got. It's how you use them.
And look at this man's highlight tape. It's ridiculous.
This dude was, hey, I'm going to tell it right now. I know I got some flack for this. I said this last year, man. I feel no disrespect to any other running back, especially Perkins, because he was a monster last year. But this man was right behind him on his heels every step of the way, and he played how many games less than him as a starter?
Yeah, I think
it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2.
This guy was amazing last year. He played on a team that, you know, the offense didn't always have the most success. If they did, it was because of him. He's a playmaker. He's electric. This is, just like Perkins was, this is a huge pick at this point in the draft for a team that's already good. So, I mean, you can't ask for a better first-round pick if you're the Steelers.
Yeah, this guy's ability to hit you with one move and then be out of there was absolutely ridiculous.
Look at this now,
man.
Just
looking at this tape, I seen Rob was in awe. He was quiet there. What is your thoughts on
that?
Yeah,
my bad. I'm sorry, man. I was sitting there looking at this. I was just looking at this. That was a beautiful highlight. Who put that together? You or Lito, man? Whoever did.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Lito, though, for he put a lot of these highlight tapes together as well.
That's a huge signing there for the Steamers, man. And I know, like Jones, Jones was talking to me, but every little bit, man, about trying to. He did want Cam. I could throw it out there. He wanted Cam, but sometimes we don't get the guy we want, but sometimes we get the guy we need. You know what I mean? And I think that I like Cam Perkins a lot, man. He's raw. But the Steamers, they got a little swag on them, man. And I think that Amir Williams is gonna fit that swag, that mold, man. You know, so I like it. I like this here, and I'm just ready to see Amir Williams bust out some moves, man. You know, in the Steamers unis. That's gonna be awesome to see, man. It's gonna be awesome
to see. Is still this highlight tape. I mean, do you see the moves?
Yeah, he's just so good, man.
This highlight tape is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and he hits you with the spin, he hits you with the juke, but the thing is, he does not waste any movement. And then look at this, runs through 3 guys.
Yeah,
and this guy has the ability from his speed, and not only that, he didn't even get to pick up much speed here. Runs through 3 dudes, and that's just awesome. You know, like
what was Perkins' development?
It was superstar as well.
Okay, so same. These guys are like 1A, 1B, man. Like you can't go wrong with either one of these picks, man. I would, great pick at 27. He should have never been nowhere near this pick. This right here, this is the pick that I think the Crusaders should have made. Like I love Dustin Brooks, he's a great tackle, but this guy right here changes that offense. You know, now he's going to change the offense of the Steelers.
I 100% agree, man. Like I said, I still don't feel like the Crusaders missed it because he was a good lineman, but he definitely would have had an electric game changer at running back. If he
him and Bentley on the same team? Can you imagine that? But now we got to worry about him, Romeo Jackson, J.J. Vaughn, Eric Reese. Who else we got? Jake Pride. What does the Steamers want? What else do you want, Justin?
Bill, you got DJ.
I'm just saying, man. This guy's offense is stacked.
Yeah, just ridiculous. I just wanted to talk enough just to watch that entire highlight tape because it was ridiculous to watch. But great pick there for Coach Jones. And moving on to pick number 28. Starting to remember to cut off these highlights. Let's go. Everything moving a lot smoother, man.
I see Amir in that group chat in the Discord.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah. Hey, you better come in this chat and let us know how you're feeling right now, Amir. I know you're listening.
I'm coming there after the draft, guys. If y'all still in there.
All right, so at pick number 28, got 4 more picks left.
Okay, not bad. 10:37.
Yeah.
Good time, man.
But now that I see this, we probably do have to start.
I have to start early?
Yeah, probably. Because I think if I learn this faster, you know, it is a lot of keys. So it's like it's hard to try to learn all that at the last moment. But
but now you can take out keys now, though, right?
Nah, they still have to be the same keys.
Oh.
But it's the Barons. Barons are next. So they do have another pick here. And there they go. They're on the board. Who do you guys think the Barons is taking?
Well, they went wide receiver. I still think they got to replace Juan Crosby. That's just me.
Crosby.
They got a trade that they got off with Enrique Garrett there, but Enrique Garrett is 29 years old as 78 years old. Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, we don't need no safety.
What about the linebacker core?
That's what I'm thinking. I think linebacker.
DeSalis. Who else is out there? There's a lot of guys out there, man.
I mean, there's quite a few guys.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, Bill.
What?
Roll Tide is out there.
There's quite a few.
The Lumberjack is out there.
Yep. My boy's out there.
Jedediah is still out there.
Jedediah.
That's all you got to say that. Jedediah. You can't just say Jedediah.
Jedediah. You can't say that regular. Nah. That's got to be really put out.
Oh, man.
Got to put the swag on that.
There's some guys out here still, man, on defense.
There's quite a few guys left. There we go. Pick is in.
Okay.
Let's see who's another Baron.
As Roland likes to say, let's see who's going to get their crown.
Oh, boy.
I like it. A little corny, but we're going to rock with Roland. We're going to rock with Roland, man.
Really.
Hey, all jokes aside, Roland brought the Barons back from the depths of nothingness. In the RFL world, so he wants to be corny. He can be corny.
Took a lot of slack too. Took a lot of stuff from us.
Well, that's on his own fault for talking like like the gorilla.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, like a real gorilla with the crown on. But we'll have to see. Been definitely making some moves. So here's the next one. With the 28th pick in the RFL Draft, the Brooklyn Barons selects James Axel. Oh, wrong thing. Outside linebacker from Texas, 69 overall, no more dev. One of the faster linebackers here, 87 speed, 81 strength, and 78 hit power. So he does look to address, he did go out to try to address that linebacker spot. He does have a tape, so let's sit and play that. What you guys thought on the pick? Oh, man, hold up. Another linebacker that popped up out of nowhere. Let me see here.
I'm not going to say, I know people are going to say, well, this is the first 69 overall we've seen in the first round. He reached and he lost.
He doesn't have
right?
a tape.
Huh?
Okay. I thought he had a tape. But it looks like it's not there.
But I think that he's going to use this guy in a way which you're not even going to recognize. You won't even know. This guy's going to play much better than 69 overall. So I like what he's done here.
I thought I seen something.
I'm
I don't
just
think we do.
unsure if this is the guy.
This is my take on it here.
Oh, he does have a tape. Here it is.
Like I feel like there's a better player that could have played that position. You know, even if you have to flip somebody over.
I think this is part of where I'm a big advocate about not betting the house on a combine report. And I'm not saying that this guy's not going to be good eventually.
Right.
But obviously with some of the guys that are still on the board, you expect them to go ahead of, I didn't think Axel would go this early. I didn't. I thought he had a good combine, but I thought, you know what, this is probably a day 2 guy. Maybe even day 3, depending on where the board goes, but I thought day 2. Day 2 for sure, I should say, because I was thinking round 2, round 3. Day 2 for sure. But you got Uran, Turner, Forrester, Richardson. You got these guys out here. Sean Best even. I mean, there's a lot of guys here that I think made a bigger impact in the series, in the games. But Axel had one of the best combines out of all the linebackers. And I think sometimes guys just get hung up on like, hey, man, he might not be the best linebacker at the time, but I know I'm getting an athlete right now. So
and you just got to understand, the RFL is different, man. We're not a user league. We're not one of those leagues where everybody has to be 85 overall, 90 overall to compete. Like, we got guys, that are 68, 69, 65, whatever. And these guys are making noise on rosters, man, and doing. I mean, look at the. I'm sorry, Bill, but look at the game, man. The game, the 65 overall wide receivers made the play. So you got guys, man. So embrace the fact that he's selected a guy that he liked, and I think he's going to utilize the guy in a very good way.
All right, yeah. So that's going to be the selection right there. Probably a little bit of reach, but like you guys said, a good combine. Got him drafted early. See if they still find a way to utilize this kid.
Oh, we forgot about these.
What you say?
Oh, we forgot about the emojis.
Oh yeah. There's so much going on at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for the 28th. Let's go to the 29th pick. And there we go. 29th, and that will be the Sentinels. Coach Torres on the board.
Coach Armstrong. This is another interesting pick here.
I know who he's going.
Oh, yeah? I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, so he hasn't sent me a DM yet, so we'll see.
I do, however, agree with you there. I think it's got to be defense.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, like, there's a lot of guys at the linebacker position, but I really don't know if he needs a linebacker.
Yeah, no, he's got the young guy, Briggs. But linebacker. Let me see, because I thought linebacker.
One thing about linebackers is that they can play in in 3 different areas, right? They can play outside, the inside, and on the line. So he could possibly take one and convert him.
Hey, he probably could go linebacker here. I'm seeing 28-year-old starting middle linebacker currently. Barif Thomas. He's 76 overall. And then the guy behind him is 27, 73. So middle linebacker spot is looking like it could be an area. Now he's got this outside linebacker too. He's a 76 overall, but he is 23 years old, so he probably does not need to get something there.
I think they go corner.
And so
he's got, Wilkins. We know Wilkins is awesome, right? Mm-hmm. But then he's got a 32, 31, 33, and 28 overall for corner. That's his entire cornerback depth chart. There is nobody younger than 28 on his depth chart. And I'm assuming these guys aren't even all at the same overall that they're at right now in Daddy Leagues, which is 88, 81, 80, 75, 72. So let's just assume one is an 86 now, one might be a 79, one might be a 77.
Well, what I got here is the 88 stayed. Trey Wilkins is an 88. Okay. Jamal Barnes, he's a 77 now.
Wow,
and then Graham's a 77, and Buchanan's a 72. But yeah, these are.
Oh, so Doss isn't even there?
Doss isn't even here.
Okay, so now he's got 4 guys on the roster. I think, to me, you got to go corner here with that kind of situation. Like, there's guys available. I mean, we got Crowder, Packerman, Alexander, Fox, Duke. There's
Barry Hill,
Deshaun Bass, Bridges.
Still haven't got anything back from tour, so
I just, there's too many corners to me to not take one.
Going on 10%. Oh man.
So what's the timer got to be, Smitty?
It's usually 5 minutes. So at this point, I'm gonna give him 2.5.
You want me to set it?
Oh no,
I already got it set.
Oh no, we can't have not getting your draft pick in.
No.
What happens is if you don't get in your pick, it will be voided. So
wait, he doesn't get a pick at all?
No, it will be voided because there's.
Well, isn't usually in the NFL how it works is if you don't get your pick in, the next team behind you goes net first, and then you can pick after. So you lose a spot. Like he would go to 30. That's what the NFL runs it as.
We'll do that. We'll do that. But if he misses that one,
you're welcome, Tor. You better hope that you still get it anyway.
Oh, so timer just now started. We'll see. Yeah, let's see what the chat thinks. So, chat, who do you guys think will be the pick here? Kai Cash says Zane.
Oh, what am I thinking? Thank you. I'm assuming somebody else said it outside of you, Pat. But yeah, tight end. He just said, what's his name? Just up in
Crowder in the chat.
I didn't even think about names. Tight end. He had Brian Cushing just up and retire on him. I didn't even think of that.
If somebody can,
why don't you just pick for him, Smitty? Like he did the AI.
I can't do that. We had a meeting. I mean,
yeah. Yikes.
Well,
I messaged him, said it was his turn before the pick too. So hopefully he didn't doze off or anything. It's 10:49. We usually up later than this.
Take Leo. Who said take Leo? You know they got DWJ on there, man. Leo Moon will never see the light of day. Get it? See what I did there?
Yeah.
Leo Moon will never see the light of day. Bars.
My man in the booth.
Oh man.
He said, "Hey, he is now in Discord." Well, yeah, I see. I messaged him in Discord already. So if you guys can, hit him up with notice, let him know he's got 30 seconds here before we move on to this next pick. So, like you said with the NFL, because I've never seen this, you said that the next team goes up pick, and then he picks.
Yeah, so it's like the next team would be pick 29, and then he would take over their spot at 30.
Okay.
I know this because I'm a Vikings fan, and this happened to the Vikings I think twice
Well,
in history.
Bill, what if they never show up though?
And it just goes.
It just keeps going down. It keeps going down.
Yeah.
Like all the way to the 9th round. Oh boy, that's good.
Time's up.
Man.
So,
Wow.
well,
Is
he's
that the first
typing.
time
He's
in
typing right now.
Oh, it's typing.
Wow.
All right, Tor. Yeah,
That's
all
what
right,
it
Tor.
is. Last minute.
Come on, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, gotta love Tor, man. Oh geez.
This stuff set up.
Wow. To
Literally
I don't
at
know.
the time.
I'm just curious, like, was he maybe sidetracked with work, maybe, or was he deciding the whole time? Had a hard time deciding who to pick, or did the chat just save him? Because I see everybody in the Discord right now is atting Tor in the Discord. I'm curious.
Tor probably was somewhere in the lounge with a fur coat on, in the AC, drinking lemonade, dozed off, listening to Frankie and Beverly. And he finally done woke up now. It's time to make the pick.
All right.
Oh, man.
So we got the pick.
All right, the pick is in.
Nothing like a little extra. What's the word I'm looking for?
Don't even know.
You know.
So, the 29th pick in the RFL Draft, the Orlando Sentinels selects Blue Berryhill. Free safety.
Okay.
From Baylor. Oh, he's a 73 overall normal dev, 88 speed, 82 hit power, in 77 zone coverage. He does have a tape. Pretty
I
good
tell you,
body
Bill,
safety
old
here.
Blue's out there. Yeah.
And you can see a couple of his plays right here. This is you guys' thoughts on the picker.
Love it.
I love the pick,
the
man.
pick.
I think this is a guy who could play at either position if he wanted to, at the safety position. And really, the Sentinels have the ability to, like I said, he's versatile, I think, and they do need safety help. They have Glenn Glover, who's good, but he's old. Nate Ray's getting old. Avery Conrad, he's old. So this is a good pick for them.
Yeah, Blueberry Hill, man. It's an in-your-face kind of guy. I know that because I got his jersey wrong. He was in my face about it. No, but he's a pretty awesome guy, man. Pretty awesome safety. You can see right here when we're talking about physical guys, I had a physical list, and he was on that physical list here. I really like this guy. I was high up on him. Unfortunately, I had to trade all my marbles to get the guy I wanted. But Blueberry Hill is definitely somebody who's going to make a name for himself here. What I really like about this guy most, though, is the fact that he continues after the play, man. The awareness is just so good. And he's just always making sure the play is over. Much like CP, in my opinion. I think that this guy here is going to be raw for the Sentinels.
And they got him here listed as a free safety. As he played that in college, but the Sentinels think they got themselves a day one starter here, and we'll more than likely move him to strong safety. And let's go ahead and get a look back at that size here. 6'3", 210 pounds. I think he fits the mold. So
yeah, I like the pick. I was saying corner, but really, I mean, secondary, you can't go wrong with secondary, even if you don't need a safety per se. He needed somebody back there, and he gets somebody.
So solid pick right there for the Sentinels. Last minute, though.
Yeah, man.
Buzzer
I didn't know
man.
what that was about. Was that a decision thing, or was that a, dang, man, I got caught up at work, and I had to hurry up and...
hit him with the Reggie Miller, the last second.
What happened?
Man,
All right,
man.
so,
Hey, this turned out, no shade to Tor, but this turned out a lot better than that Tor Thompson situation like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We had that
way
last
better.
second. He goes, he got picked. Oh, man, just give me that guy.
Yeah.
I'm turning on these other things here. So next up is, I believe it's the Diablos. And it is. So we got the 30th pick now. Let's take 29 off the board, and here goes 30.
Oh, the Diablos?
Diablos. Okay,
Hey, Shiloh, you're still out in that chat. You know what I'm about to say right now, right? quarterback.
Shiloh.
Sh-
Shiloh, man. Shiloh.
What is
Shiloh.
the,
Shiloh.
Still out there, Shiloh? You know I'm going
What
to
is
say
the
it. I think he
average?
goes quarterback.
You think he goes quarterback?
Look, man. Look,
He's gonna bring McCall, man. He's bringing McCall to Mexico City, man.
Aaron Pritchett is not the guy past this year. Even if he's this year, I'm just
Forbes is a control guy, man. I think he's gonna want to take.
Oh,
his
and for the
QB
record,
here.
Shiloh, I do not. I had no issue with what you said before, man. I was just messing around with you. I'm just joking around. It's all
If
fun
he
and
gets
games.
blessed-
I think if there's any quarterback, this is the last. Well, obviously, this is pretty much the last spot for the one to go in the first round. But this is actually a spot where a quarterback has a chance to play really well and earlier because Pritchett is so old, very, very old.
Yeah, I had to put the very, very
Get him
in
out
there
of-
like that.
I had to put the very, very in there.
Dang.
Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here. Pick is
Here
in.
we go.
Here we go.
Got the
Okay.
pick.
Who you going with, Forbes? Forbesy.
All right. So with the 30th pick of the RFL Draft, the Mexico City Diablos selects James Ramos, quarterback out of Penn State. 67 overall, star
Hold on.
development, 90 throw power, 83 throw under pressure, and one of the best in the college series at that, and 77 throw short
So
accuracy.
glow. So
So,
glow.
Thoughts
Natural.
on the pick?
Yo,
You got the natural.
I don't even mean no hate to Ramos, man, because I loved him. He's a great community guy. He's a great quarterback. But, man, I did not see that coming.
Bro, he got the natural, man. I like it.
First round
I like
pick,
it. He
man.
went with this guy. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man. It's a you know what? I love Ramos, man. He's a great community guy. Army veteran as well, military veteran, whatever. But the guy, I think this is it's a slight reach. It's a slight reach, but I like it because I think that what Forbes is going to do is going to build this guy up, man. And I think that this is one of those guys that you invest in, you build up, man. I like it. Got the star there. I liked what Ramos did at Penn State, man. Like, I thought he was raw at Penn State. Like, he was a quiet guy, but he always kept them in the games. We never really saw any. We didn't really see any bad out of Ramos or the limited team, So I like the pick. It is a bit of a reach, but I understand why he did it, and I think he got him a great community guy for his locker room, man. Awesome pick.
And so, looking at this pick, it's going to be pretty interesting. This is definitely going to be something where Ramos is going to have to, battle for this spot. Of course, you got Aaron Pritchett. He's on his way out. But got Parker Thomas there. Last year out of Ohio State in the college series. He's 23 years old, 71 overall. So it's definitely going to have to be a grind. A lot of development's going to have to go into Ramos. We already know he's been an active community member,
Yep.
but it's definitely going to take a lot. But that star dev, definitely deserving of it. I don't have a highlight tape because there's a few guys that I was going to work on. I did not expect him to get picked in the first round. And here he is getting picked, 67 overall. So I still felt like it was a solid position pick here for the Diablos, and it can be a great pick. I really feel like James Ramos, as he always talks about, he's got a high spirit on him, and he's willing to do what he can to make his player, the best that they can possibly be. So I know he's going to put a lot of work into this guy.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, look, do I think that Ramos is better right this second than, McCall, Jack, Moon, maybe even Bales? No, I don't. But he's a good community guy. He's going to be around and help and push his player. And you get a guy like this, he knows right out of the gate he's not going to be starting right away. You still have your veteran there. I think it's a solid pickup. Just very shocking.
Yeah.
So that is the selection there. Let me make sure I turn this off here. Bring us back. All right.
We got 2 teams left.
2 more teams, man.
Who's the next pick?
Pick 31.
Oh, it's the Bulldogs again, isn't it? Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, Bulldogs and then CT. No,
Oh, Huskies.
Huskies.
Bulldogs. All right. So
Going right back to it. Could this be quarterback? Another one.
For the Bulldogs, finally a quarterback.
I'm just saying, man. Do you think if you were going to look at a quarterback late in the first round after your 3rd first-round pick, and you're already not the highest on your quarterback, and you got 3 of the top 5 guys still on the board, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
these are guys that could have gone top 15, top 10 even.
Yeah.
Going off of hype and everything. Obviously I don't know what their ratings are.
It's gonna go get another wide receiver. You know who he's going? He's going out there to Clemson, man.
You think he's going to go another wide receiver?
Yeah, he's gonna go get Rochester, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, Pat. I'm gonna draft Leo if he's there myself tomorrow. I have 2 quarterbacks. Fight to the death. That was aggressive.
sure was.
A lot of guys still out here on the board, man. Interesting, man. Names.
Well, maybe he goes and gets another corner. Some of these corners that are falling.
That would be a perfect
Oh,
time to get
Tiller?
a quarterback, though. He's gonna get a quarterback. It'd be a great time.
This would be the time. You already got your two guys that you wanted.
And he just was able to gauge. You should be able to gauge the quarterbacks now, based off what you've seen go. You should be able to tell now who's who and what's what. Gotta know that if this player was this, then this player is this.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Yeah.
You have a range.
You're gonna be between what 76 and 67.
Yeah, 67. But you can actually probably tell who's going to be higher than 67, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I would think. You know.
All right, so 31st pick in the RFL Draft, the London Bulldogs selects Michael Floda, kicker.
What?
Yes. What's going on here with these? Okay.
You're showing all of the guys.
Yeah, I thought I deleted. Okay. Wow. Wrong.
What
section.
is going on in this draft,
Hey,
man?
man, I just gotta put this here, man.
What is going on in this
round
draft?
Kicker. Now, of course, this was one of the top strong leg kickers in the league. You see,
Florida, we love you, man. We love you,
77
Florida.
overall, star dev, 96 kick power, 81 speed, 76 kick accuracy. No highlight tape, but this guy
Florida
got the
to
leg.
go. Florida to kick this open to the first round.
First
Florida
round kicker.
I love Florida, but you don't draft a kicker in the first round.
First round Florida.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know. I this is definitely one of those. If I had the bell, I'd play it.
Hey,
you do
man.
get a kicker though. I mean, I guess you got a kicker, and you did have 3 picks in the first round and all, but I just don't see why you can't get this guy maybe in a later round. We've seen a guy go as late as 3rd round. Like, you know, you could definitely get this guy probably even later. You know, so to use that first round pick for a kicker, and you still could have got him, in my opinion. Definitely a very
Nobody was
questionable
taking him
selection.
before at least the 2nd round. Nobody was taking him.
Michael Floda
That I'm
feels
not
great
saying-
about it though. $59.
Hey,
donation.
look, Florida. I honestly mean no disrespect to you. I think you will
love
be one
you,
of the
Florida.
top kickers
Yeah, I
in
know
the
he knows. I
RFL.
feel he knows.
Of course, Florida.
But
He
like,
knows.
I'm
He
just
knows.
saying, based off of the needs of positions,
Mhm.
you get this guy at round 2. With round 3, you get this guy. Oh
Yeah.
man, like, hey, look, maybe I'm wrong, but
Hey,
that's a reach.
Hey, I'm just happy there ain't no more dogs going to the dog pound, man, because that defense was looking crazy. You know what I mean? But now they got Florida out there. I'm cool with that. All right? I'm real cool with them having Florida. Congrats, Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be.
So there was word that he was going early 2nd. Reed said. So we got 2 guys that like to reach.
We got 2 guys that like to reach and foul. Who's my boy on the ground? Allen Iverson.
I guess this is just something
Man.
you do when you're blessed with multiple first-round picks, but
this what
I'm
happened when you
gonna be dead honest with you guys right now, and this might bite me because it might not play out in my favor. But this right here, this kind of stuff and what I just saw about the early second round is exactly why I didn't trade away my 3rd round pick, because I know somebody's gonna fall.
It's too much. Never mind. Look, man.
Now this is what I will say. There has been kickers drafted that have changed the franchise, has made them able to compete. I'm not going to lie, because think about what you did when you was coaching CT, Rob, with Tyrus Wiley.
I got him in.
Kicking for the Celtic Tigers. Rarely misses kicks. He won Kicker of the Year this year. So maybe this guy puts points when needed on the board for the Bulldogs, and that's one thing that Coach have talked about. Is just having consistency, be able to get points on the board. Maybe that's why he did this. I'm not going to say it's a bad selection, like of a player to add to your team, but like I said, like I can agree with the fact that going with this in the first round, very unexpected, extremely unexpected. But I guess he got word the other guys was going to try to go for it, and I just think about those other names out there on the board that you could have got along with Florida.
Might have been lying, bro.
Yeah.
Look, man. Look, hey. Like I said, I got a lot of love for Florida. I think kickers are important.
I named him the Golden.
Yeah, I just don't think you take one in the first, man. That's just my opinion. Like, we don't have to agree. That's cool. I just think there was better value, and this guy should have been available in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
3rd round.
Florida, we love you. Congratulations.
Well, congrats to Florida for being the first
round
kicker.
Man. Okay.
The first round kicker in RFL history.
Waves,
Congratulations to Michael Florida.
This guy got
already
an award named after him.
Got Florida
first round draft pick as a kicker. Okay, Florida.
Okay.
Out here.
Maybe that's Reed wanted to move a corner to middle linebacker. Maybe he's gonna put Florida at quarterback. They were doing that in leagues.
The fluty floater. What they gonna call it? The floater flake.
And the last pick will be the Huskies.
Yeah, the floater flake.
Oh man, Huskies got 2, huh?
Yep. Gave up on their wide receiver.
I give up on trying to guess picks now. I quit.
Oh my God.
So I guess I'll end the night with the selection. I'll be back. You guys go ahead and debate. Who you guys think the Huskies going to take?
Huskies are going to.
Who did they take last time?
All
right, Chad, help me out here, man. It's been a lot of picks.
The linebacker.
Was it a linebacker?
The linebacker, and the linebacker was
Dan Glissick. Yeah.
Dan Glissick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
I called for secondary on their last pick along with linebacker. So I think a guy like Crowder would be a pretty good pick right here.
Mm-hmm. Pack is out there too. I wonder if
Pac-Man is out there. Yeah.
Who else is out there? I'm trying to think. Who else is there? Oh wait, a Bass is out there still.
Or do another quarterback.
Another quarterback.
Brady Hudson's old. And you tell me right now, if Smitty knows that the Huskies are going to need a quarterback in the near future.
Yo, Bill, I'm trying to play Hudson as long as I can.
But I'm just saying, like, what was the chances that they could take a top flight quarterback, the Huskies? Sort of like, my position. Like, I wasn't going to be up towards the top of the draft anytime soon. No offense, I'm not trying to be cocky, but it's just the truth. The Huskies are the same way. They have too good of a team.
It goes Bill with the logic again.
I'm logical. Call me logic.
Bill, you kind of look like Rayweather right now.
Oh, don't say that.
Just a little bit, man. Are you going to do a Manscaped right now? Welcome to Manscaped.
Did you guys hear what EA Sports is about to do right now on this next update? I'm about to lie to you and talk about Manscaped.
Shout out to Eric Rayweather, man. We watch you, man. We love everything.
I'm just playing, man. I like Rayweather.
In case you watching right now, we watch all that stuff, man.
I do not like those 10-minute video thing he does sometimes, but I get that's why, because of YouTube.
Oh yeah, he's got to do those. It just be funny, man, because he'll have something like really cool and like informative, and I'll be sitting there like, and all of a sudden I'll just be like, he'll segue right into the
Manscaped. Like, come on, man, warn somebody.
Crap preserver.
The lawnmower. 4.0.
Yeah, it's got such corny names.
Hey, that's not him naming it. That's the name of the
I
product.
know. It just adds to it, man.
Yeah.
Didn't that take too long? Get some crop preserve.
Nah, I'll rock with Eric Rayweather, man.
Yeah, I rock with him too, man. It's an awesome guy, man. Go check him out, guys.
So
So
we
we
got-
about to take. Smitty's about to take Leo.
And so we got the last pick here of the first round. To end the day, with the 32nd pick in the RFL Draft, the
Yes, sir,
Toronto Huskies selects Mike Crowder, cornerback from Clemson, 75 overall star, 86 change of direction. Now, this is a huge knock on him. 82 speed at cornerback.
Yikes!
Yes, 82 speed at cornerback. The zone coverage is 82 and 81. Man.
We got one.
So he's got the speed is definitely going to be, questionable for him. He might have to get changed to, a safety depending on how it goes. But one thing I will say about Mike Crowder, we can't sleep on these slow corners anymore. Now, if it's a streak, he's getting cooked by just about everybody, probably in the league. So that's really going to suck. But let's look at this highlight tape of this guy. Let's also talk about other great, the recent cornerback this year that won Defensive Back of the Year. This guy, what do you have? 85 speed. Zach Walters. And this guy led the league, broke the record for the most sacks in a single season with 9. And look at this, 82 speed. He had that during the college series. And the guy had 6 picks to tie with the most with Michael King. So what's your guys' thoughts on this selection?
Well, we talked a little bit about that speed, man, that acceleration. And I was telling you guys, like, sometimes that speed, man, for DBs is good for them to be a little bit low because they don't over pursue things. And it seems like some of them actually play better without all that freakish speed, man. So it remains to be seen what he can do, but we do know that he was a solid DB in the series.
Yeah. There's no denying that he was a solid DB. He was a really good corner, and had that speed been up to even an 88, you can say he's one of the top corners in the entire draft. So I'm not at all upset about the speed. Like, yeah, I wouldn't probably want him myself. I would be a little upset about it, but he played good at that speed already. It's not like he had 92 in the series and Smitty's like, I'm gonna drop him to an 82 now. He played that the whole season, and that's what he had for stats. Like, he's played at this speed, so obviously he's pretty good.
And not only that, this is still not the greatest of acceleration, but he's got 89 acceleration too. But when you look at his coverage skills, it's amongst the best. 81 man coverage coming in as a rookie, 82 zone coverage. So he's definitely still manning up very well. It's just that, like I said, the speed is what may be the killer for him because, in college, I ain't gonna lie though, college they had some fast guys, man. So he might be able to keep up with quite a bit. Who knows? I think he'll be a great zone coverage guy. When it comes to man, if the defense doesn't apply that pressure fast enough and this guy is, having to cover for a long period of time, I think the speed's going to get the best of him. And that's something, you just can't develop really in this league. So, he's kind of out on that, but, that safety position could be something that opens up for him. But these guys are kind of set at safety at the moment. But when you do look at the Toronto Huskies in their safeties positions, you of course got Robert Staymates. That guy's an absolute monster, right? So I'm going to look at their roster right now here. But you got Robert Staymates, but he's old. Robert Staymates is 30 years old. He's a 91 overall, so he looks like he's at least going to give the Huskies a few more years, so that's great. But the backup, he's 27 at a 76 overall. That's Jeremiah Roberts. So this could be a spot that he moves at some point. You also got Perrin Crow, but he's a young guy. 78 overall. He's 25, middle age, I guess you could say, just about. I don't think he'll be able to take the spot necessarily away from Perrin Crow, though. So I really feel like he's going to be. I think he'll get his opportunity at corner to see how well he does, even with the low speed. I can see him being a pretty solid, probably slot guy. And if that doesn't work out for him, definitely looks like he could be getting moved to free safety. But that's it for round 1 of the RFL Draft, guys.
Wow, man.
It was a fantastic presentation. I couldn't wait to show you guys this. And, you know, I told you guys it's going to be great presentation and everything. You guys seeing highlights, all the work and preparation that went into this. It was just absolutely incredible. We got to show our faces here live on the stream. So you guys, this will not just be a one-time feature where you will see us, you know, doing this only on the draft. This will now be an actual feature for us where we will be doing this during the podcast. So our podcast, you'll see us, our reactions and things like that. I can't really do too much because I got to look around and press buttons and stuff like that. But on the podcast, where I can actually look at the camera a little bit more and be able to give more reactions, I already seen that. You know, I know you guys love to see these two guys get animated because that was awesome seeing you guys, also myself. So, yeah, the podcast. Get ready for that experience. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the RFL. This is just day one of the RFL. This was a pretty lengthy process, though. So I still didn't think I cut down on what I could, and yeah, I'm gonna have to think about the time for probably tomorrow. Like, but I don't know.
We'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, we'll try to figure something out, man. Because we got 2 rounds tomorrow. 2 whole rounds tomorrow.
Round.
Yeah,
So
second and third round.
We probably got to get through them, and
probably just gonna have to as best as we
Real
can,
quick.
just real quick talk about guys because we just can't, you know, really do too much there. I guess enough for me to get the graphic and stuff, and that shouldn't take too much time after I'm pressing things around. I still think I did a pretty good job, but a draft is a long
you
process.
did a great job, man. It
Draft
looks
is
really
a
good
long
on the phone. I'm on the phone right now. I don't know if y'all can see, but it looks really good, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it looks
That's
really
awesome,
good on the
man.
phone, man.
That's cool.
But that's it for us, man.
Stuck.
Round 1, day 1 in the books. You guys see the first 32 players where they are going. Make sure to stay tuned to the social media because we will be posting. Looks like Bill's got the finger. What you trying to say, my guy?
I just want to say thank you to some of these coaches for leaving all of these nice picks here because I got 2 picks in the top 10 tomorrow. So thank you, and good night.
Anything you want to say, Rob?
Like one time, oh, that's too big, too small. You know, I got a big head, man, so I gotta go ahead.
No, you had to
We're gonna
adjust
laugh.
it beforehand. You can't be doing
laugh.
On the
that.
last butt.
Look at that though.
Like
Look at that though. Shout out to my boy Baker, man. Baker, I love this hat. I don't even wear
Baker.
snapbacks, Baker, but this one, I'm a rock, Baker. I like this, Baker.
Snapbacks is where it's at.
Yeah, I don't even really rock these. You know, I got a big dome, but this is all right though, man. This is all right. I like this right here, man. Shout out to Baker, man.
And shout out to the RFL community. Appreciate you guys tuning through. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Now, we had it set for 7 o'clock tomorrow, but like I said, that may change so we can get things out the way. With that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner, play-on-play commentator here, along with Phil and Rob. You guys already know. We'll see you guys next time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right, guys.